everyone else. Other than that, let's get on with it. So let's start with something you probably already know. EVE Online is a massive online multiplayer sandbox game with thousands of active players. At the time of recording this, there was actually 40,000 people online. Everyone plays on the same server in the same space, so you can track down anyone who's online and engage them in combat, trading, chat, or anything else the game allows you to do. Since EVE is a sandbox game, what you can do is pretty unlimited. Want to dominate the PvP world? Go for it. Want to become a billion or trillionaire and controls EVE player base? The option is there. Have an urge to form the ultimate alliance or corp similar to guilds in other games and literally control huge areas of space? Good luck to you. The point is, you can, and people have done this stuff as well as much more. There are Reddit stories, YouTube videos, countless forum posts, all based on actual events just like these, which range from spies crumbling huge empires from the inside out, and huge space battles that see thousands of players all in the same area, all fighting one another. In fact, there are very few rules in EVE and very little you can do to actually get banned. I think getting banned would be pretty difficult, but bans can be handed out for charity scams, real world abuse, racism, and a few other bits and bobs. Things that would be considered cheating or bannable in other games, such as scamming players for in-game items and money, is perfectly legal in EVE Online, and be prepared to see multiple scammers in the main trading areas spamming chat with such scams and cons. It's almost encouraged. So the game itself, when you first start, you'll have to create a character and you will choose from one of the main 4 races. This is Amar, Kaldari, Minmatar and Gauntlet, each with 3 sub-races, and once you've done that you have multiple backgrounds you can choose from. But to be honest, none of this makes any real difference to the game, as it only affects starting skills, and every character at some point can train into every skill. Creating a character in EVE Online can take hours, as it has one of the most advanced character creation tools I have ever seen. Once again though, this doesn't make much difference to the game, as you'll spend most of your time looking at your ships and overviews, but at least your picture in the corner when you type into chat looks good. Gameplay itself is unique to most other space games. People looking to grab a joystick and manually fly and shoot may be disappointed, as EVE plays more like a third-person strategy game than it does a first-person shooter, with most inputs being done by clicking through menus. Not hard to see why this game is often referred to as Spreadsheets Online or Spreadsheet Simulator, as the amount of information you have to sift through and have at the ready can sometimes be no, it's not. Let's try this one. Is that better? Hey, there we go. So you should all now be able to hear me if I've set that up correctly. I've also minimized the game. Where the hell did that go? There we go, there we go, there we go. Bump and game. So, hello all you awesome people out there. Hi, how's it going? I can see you all. You're all over here. Hey Xbox, how's it going? Marvel, nice to see you, matey. Evocations, I'd love to see you on board. Tricone, I'm going to call you GameX, I'm not sure how you say your first name. Shadow Dad, how's it going? Oh no, Mike's muted. Alright, so we seem to have a bit of a delay as well. I thought I'd fix this last time, but obviously not. I'm just going to quickly do this and see how long it takes for that to pop up on the preview. Wow. Oh wow, come on. That's like 15. Oh my god, you guys are like 15 seconds behind me. I thought I'd fix this last time, but obviously not. If anyone has any ideas how I can reduce the delay, maybe I'm doing too high quality, I don't know. The internet should be fine, everyone else is in bed, it's only me on, but we'll struggle along. If it becomes a real problem, let me know and we'll pause for a few minutes and we'll see if I can make it, you know, a bit better for you guys. Hey, I'm going to call you Fiverr, Sir Fiverr. How's it going, matey? Nice to see you on board. So, in case you don't know, the idea of this stream is to start an Abyss Gauntlet. Now, I didn't really know what to call it, to be honest, but basically, set myself a little bit of a challenge, which is to take 2 ships, any 2 ships. I've picked 2 of the same. I've gone for the Sacrilege here. Obviously, you can change the fit between the ships if you wanted. And then get 2 of every Abyssal Filament going, which is here somewhere. Please tell me I brought the Abyssal Filaments with me. 1 calm. Oh no. Oh no, did I not bring them with me? Oh, that's a brilliant start, isn't it? Wait, have I got them in my ship maybe? No? Didn't buy them. Guys, this is going to be an absolute brilliant flip. I thought I bought 2 of every one. Where the hell have I put them? These are all going to be empty. Yeah. Anyway, the idea was to bring 2 of every Abyssal Filament going. And then start from the calmest, do 2 calm, 2, I don't know, I forget the names, 2 level 2, 2 level 3, 2 level 4, 2 level 5, and basically see how far you can go with just using 2 ships. Lose both ships, that's it, it's over, start again from scratch. But I have forgotten to go and grab my filaments. This brings a little bit of a problem. So unfortunately, Disowned here is involved in faction warfare, so doing a G2 run is really out of the question. I do not know what this is going to do to the stream, but I'm going to have to just quickly jump characters. It might all go blank for you guys for a second. Yeah, completely. I honestly thought I had all of this set up. Yeah, you guys are well behind. You're like 15, 16 seconds behind me. Right, so we'll log back in anyway. This one. I'm gonna have to put her in a shuttle and send her off to Jesus to go get them, because I've already actually lost 1 Sacrilege because I completely forgot I was involved in faction warfare and ran into people on the way back. So that was a brilliant start. So do you even have a shuttle? Oh, an even better start, isn't it? Alright, let's just leave this ship. Let's just go get the standard. Everything's in a different place because I've resized my screens. So we're going to get one of the like starter ships, the corvettes I think they call them these days. And we'll go to G2, we'll quickly grab 2 of every filament, and then we'll start as if none of this has ever happened. So how are you guys doing anyway? You doing well? G2. Yeah, everything is in the wrong place. Needing an easy guide to Abyssal. Unfortunately, I can't really seem to find a really easy guide to the Abyss sites, but essentially what I've found works best is speed. You need the speed behind you. It's not very often I die in the Abyss, as in like get overwhelmed and lose shield, tank, armor, do you know, all that kind of stuff, and die. Usually I've run out of time, so it'll take me too long to kill something, so you need decent DPS. Good tank. Obviously you don't want to walk in there with like a glass cannon all polarized and whatnot, but yeah, you need speed, especially when it comes to going around the actual site and collecting all loot and stuff. You need to be able to do that rather sharpish. I can't believe I forgot the bloody filaments. I bought 2 of each, bought all the implants and everything, bought a Sacrilege, fully fitted it. And then in this system here on my way back, I completely forgot I was in faction warfare, and there was about 3 people sitting on a gate and I got annihilated. So that was an easy way to lose about 300-400 mil. Are they retaining their value? Well, the Abyssal things. I've not really been selling too much of them. I've been keeping all like the red goopy things you get and the little hexagon things. Mainly because I don't know what the hexagons are for, so I might want to keep them and they might be actually useful for something. But for the actual blueprints, mods and stuff, yeah, they're still holding out quite well. If you can get one of the skill books, they're holding out really well. I mean, how much is the skill book at the moment for anything Triglavian? Let's have a quick spy, shall we? So, ships, not ships, is it? Skills. Oh, there they are. Skills right in front of me. Spaceship Command, anything Triglavian, TTT, Element of PQRS. Okay, they don't appear, do they? Oh, there they are. Precursor Battleship. Okay, don't quote me on that one. They're not worth that much. That one's only 6 mil. Battlecruiser is 64 million. Destroyer is 236 million. Well, that's what they're selling for. I mean, yeah, the buy price is down to like $1 million. But I've got people in my corp who are just starting to get into Triglavian ships, and they're telling me that they are awfully expensive. I had one guy just before I started telling me, Joe, thanks for getting me into Triglavian ships. I'm losing a fortune here. So yeah, they are still a little bit expensive. Especially even ammunition is still quite expensive for the Triglavian weapons. So they're holding out quite well. If you can get a decent mod as well, and also you get one of those decent plasmoids or something to call it, the ones that actually adjust the base values for other mods. So you get like a propulsion one, it might make the propulsion mod have less fitting requirements or make it give you a better speed boost. If you can get a decent one of them, then they're going for billions. There was someone trying to sell a battle control unit. It was a Fed Navy battle control unit, and they'd used an Abyssal filament changer thing on it, and yeah, they were then trying to sell it for about 9 billion. So I thought it was a bit crazy, but I had everyone in the comments of that video telling me, no, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable to sell that for 9 billion. I was like, I ain't paying 9 billion for anything like that. Yeah, so they're holding on quite well. And I do want to say that I'm not making up excuses or anything. I don't live stream very often, so obviously I do struggle sometimes to make up small talk and get my words out. But I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, and I'm perfectly fine. Nose is fine now, throat feels fine. But my brain's still a little bit all over the place, so I'm forgetting what I'm talking about mid-sentence, which is really annoying, because I'll be saying something cool and I'll just be like, what was I saying? And just completely forget. Right, but yeah, as for an easy Abyssal guide, there isn't really one. There is one I was watching. I forget the YouTuber's name. I'll have to find out on one of the streams, so if I put it in the comments down below. But he was running the highest tier you can in a Sacrilege, and he was doing really, really, really well. He managed to do 3 in about 40 minutes. So I pretty much stole this fit and just modified it, because this fit was ridiculously expensive, and I just modified it down to something I could use and feel comfortable losing as well. I mean, this fit was well over or close to $1 billion, and I was like, well, that's perfectly fine, but if I jump into a site and lose that on the first try, I'm going to be crying. It'll be live stream over, computer thrown all over the floor. So that's it done with. But yeah, he kind of explained everything pretty well. Like I said, I can't remember him off the top of my head, but I will try and find out for you and put it in the comments or in the description afterwards. In fact, if you just search Sacrilege Abyss on YouTube, I think it's like one of the first ones that pops up. It's quite a large video as well. Well, let's go I haven't even got myself the Corvette, have I? I'm just going to go there in my pod, all podded.
Corp drive active.
Yeah, I mean, if I'd remembered I was in faction warfare, I wouldn't have actually done any kind of travelling whatsoever, but I definitely wouldn't be travelling around in a Sacrilege. That thing's far too slow. And as I said, it wasn't even PvP. You'll see the fit in a minute when I go through it, but it's really not PvP fit at all, so I just got like annihilated straight off the bat. But yeah, there's loads of fits. I mean, I'm in particular, I'm liking my Concord chips at the moment. I mean, a pacifier. So if you can click in my mouse on that dry. Pacifier, that's got quite a fast align time, and it's got a covert ops cloak, and it warps at 10 AU a second, so that thing's just like, it's across the system before the other people have even tried to align to the next gate to try and catch you. Have a venture. Hey Vinny! I don't know if you're in the live stream, but you're online. There you are. Vinny, he's gone. Might as well get all the spiel out the way. If you've not already subscribed to this channel, I would definitely recommend subscribing. I'm going to try to do live streams more often, because it frees up time for me. I don't spend hours editing this. I literally just record it and that's it, job done. But yeah, I'm going to start playing other games. We got cool content coming. I've got loads of things in my brain which I need to actually write down before I forget them, for like cool video ideas. And yeah, we just got lots of stuff coming. So if you do want to keep up with what's going on in this channel, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the little bell notification to get instant updates and stuff of what's going on. Like this video as well. It's not even a video. Like this stream, if you do remember. And here we go. Here's a perfect example of my brain going blank already. But yeah, like and subscribe. That's the point of the story. If you're looking for a corp as well, feel free to message me in-game, Disowned Hero. This is actually Miss Hero. But message Disowned Hero and we'll get you into Disowned Heroes. Lovely little corps, quite a few people in there. We all chat away and do stuff together, trying to get more ops and stuff up and running. So if you're a new player, returning player, even an existing player, we're happy to get you in and enjoy the safeties of high sec, but we do go into low and not so much null, but I go into wormholes quite a lot, so we'll get you in trained up and all that kind of good stuff. Yeah, I'll bet myself 100 disc I don't actually make it to the end, to be honest. I have the theory in my mind. I have the theory of how it should play out and how I should be able to do this, but whether I'll actually get to the end, I doubt it. I'll be happy if I can get past the calm and agitator, which I think is level 1 and 2, which I shouldn't have a problem with. Get past those two. Probably lose a ship maybe in the level 3s, and all ships I think will be gone by the time we get to the level 4s. But let's try not to think like that. Instead, let's think we're going to get right to the end and I'm going to have to think of some cool way to lose these ships, because it's no fun, is it, if you don't make anything explode. Oh, hello Rabbit, by the way. How's it going? Right, so here we are at Gita. I still can't believe it. I'm pretty sure I actually moved them. In fact, she was the one who moved it for me. Not outstanding, it'll be finished. Oh no, obviously I can't view, can I, what I actually moved. Here we are anyway. The filaments at the moment, by the way, seem to be awfully cheap. When I was buying them all, I thought, oh no, buying 2 of every filament is going to cost me a good few million. But it turned out not to be that much at all, to be honest. I don't know, maybe they're down in price, maybe people aren't running them no more because it's not the new in thing to do. But, I have any ships here? Hey, I have an Ibis. Lovely, that'll do. Thank you, thank you. Right, let's find these, shall we? So, filaments, there we go. Filament. Oh, no, not that on the end. Under trade goods for some reason, so I can never actually find them. So, I'm actually going to be doing the dark ones. So, I'm just going to buy 2 of these. Agitated, dark, buy 2 of these ones as well, and I'll tell you why I'll be doing the dark in a minute. Usually I go for the Firestorm, because most of my ships usually armor tanked, but when I was looking online, a lot of people had really good reasons why you should, be doing the, dark ones and nothing else. So there's a chaotic, fierce, there's 2 of them. And let's get the Raging as well. That's the highest one. Is it the highest one? No, Raging is the highest one, isn't it? Yes. Oh, I forget now. What am I up to? Right. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're missing the 5th one. Is the 5 altogether? I forget. Yeah, we need the Raging. We haven't got them yet. Raging Dark. Buy this. 2 of them. There's only actually 1 of them, sorry. Okay, buy that one then. That gives us 2 of everything. Just need to put them in here, and I'll show you the price of these. Now, these, as you've probably seen, did not cost an awful lot. When the Abyss first started, these were particularly not mega expensive, obviously, because, well, it's nothing like that's going to be ever mega. I've got more of them there. Okay, yeah, so there is 5 altogether. So all of them altogether only actually cost 5, or estimated 6 million. So really, really, really cheap at the minute. So we just need to get them back to where Hero is at the moment, which is minus moon base. Set location to there. And should we get shuttle, shouldn't I, since they're a little bit faster? Go away. Ships. Special edition shuttles. This one, yeah. Give me one of them. There we go. Feel a bit safer in a shuttle, just because they do have that little bit quicker reliance time on them, especially compared to a flipping Ibis. I'm going to leave that Ibis there, because, well, they're not worth anything, but I don't like scrapping them, because they are actually worth something. One of those people, I don't like throwing anything. I could have 1 piece of titanium sitting in my hangar, and will I hell throw it away? Can't sell it on the market, because that's a bit stupid. And who undocks in a freighter as a suspect? If only I had guns, I could shoot at him myself. Just out of interest, is he actually getting attacked? Be surprised if he isn't. He's not either. Ah, straight. Well, probably because he's close enough just to simply dock up again. I'll wait till he warps off. But he's a bit of an idiot, isn't he? If anyone has ever undocked as a suspect in Jita before, then please let me know over here. Maybe that's something which happens a lot. Maybe you're not paying attention. I've just never noticed. Alright, so T4s are doable. Oh, the dark ones are doable in a Sacrilege. Well, the video I was watching, he actually ran 3 of them. The higher ones, the highest you can get, dark ones. And he walked them, although to be honest, his fit was different and he had boosters and all sorts going on. So he was spending a lot of money to run them. T3 will also do easy. I do not think... Oh, T3 will be easy. Okay, yeah, the T3s should be fine. I don't see a problem with them. I think if we do lose the ship, the first one will be in the T3s, maybe if I make a mistake. But after that, it should be the higher ones. So if we meant the T3 destroyers, you can't take T3 destroyers into the Abyss, which is a shame. Because I love my Legion, like, got decent skills in it and just can't take it in. Have you tried the fleet ops? I haven't actually. We keep talking in our corp at the moment to start doing these as little fleets. But I don't know, it's just, we're all like skilled and trained into different things. I mean, ideally we should all have a worm. I can hear clicking again, sorry if I'm down on my eyes, a bit of a cold. Yeah, we keep talking about doing them as little fleets and we'll all be in worms. But it's me that's holding them back on that because I couldn't fly a worm, wasn't really trained into it. In fact, I think I can now. I should be like level 5 on all faction frigates. But at the time, going back like a week when we said, you know, we should do it, I was like, no, can't use a worm. But I could use the not the Damavic, what's the baby Triglavian ship called? The Dremiel? No, it's not the Dremiel either, is it? Where is the Damavic? I thought that was the bigger one. What's the bigger one called? Leshak, sorry, yeah. I was thinking we could use the Damavic. In my mind, that seems to work out quite well. Don't know if you can use smart bombs in the Abyss, maybe not. But the remote armor repair, so you can rep each other as you're firing away. If you're one gun, which doesn't use up too much cap, I thought 3 of them would do it ideal. But again, I am the only person who can actually fly, or at the time, could fly the Damavic half decent. So it was trying to think of a fleet composition which we could all fly. The most I've done is a Fierce in my Gillet. Is that the level 3? Level 3, Fierce. Yeah, level 3. You can tell what level they are, by the way, in case you don't know about how many little, like, spiky hair pieces they have. So that calm one piece of cake. It's only 1. Agitated. I've lost 1 ship in the Agitated. That one I was being a bit daft, and I was really into my Triglavian ships, and I was like, I will use these for everything. I took a Vedmak in there, and to be honest, it was running them fine until I ran into one where I just got neutered to death, and I didn't have I was using cap batteries rather than cap boosters. And I just got annihilated in the last stream. I was like, no! So I don't use Vedmax no more for that reason and get capped out. But to be honest, the highest I've actually done is Agitated. And then I was like, do you know what? I should really step up to the Fierce. And then I was like, why would I go to the Fierce? Why don't I just go, like, myself, just aim straight for the 5th one? And I was like, well, I don't know how difficult that is. So I thought, I'll just start at 1 and I'll go through them all. And I thought, hey, let's live stream it. We can make a little challenge out of it. You've got 2 ships, get all the way to the end. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm challenging myself anyway. Anyone who's been doing this for a while and can do the level 5s already, it's not much of a challenge, is it, for them to go back to level 1. What was max level filament you can use in fleets? I believe you can use all of them. I don't think, I'll show the info on this. I don't think they have a limit. And space time pockets, warp core, filament. I don't know where it would say actually. We'll find out when we actually activate them, because it will tell us, won't it? It'll say, like, let's look up the info on this one. None of them actually say anywhere that you can use 3 of them together to, like, get fleets in. Yeah, so when we activate them, usually it says there activate, doesn't say activate for solo use or add another 2 for fleet. So we'll find out then if they can actually all be used. Oh, excuse me. 2 jumps left. I do vape, for those of you that have been around a while, obviously you know this, but I do vape, by the way. I hope it doesn't bother anyone. And if it ever becomes too cloudy, because I'm only in a small room, it doesn't take much for this thing to start, you know, chucking the clouds out. If it does get too cloudy, just shout at me in there and I'll ease off or open a window or something. But to be honest, The flavour I'm using anyway is not really that nice, so I won't be using it all too much. Right, so here we are. Let's get ourselves back, shall we? One more. I haven't even gone around me fit or anything yet. Yeah, I mean the higher the level filament, the bigger kind of ships you run into. So going in with 3 frigs into like a tier 5, you might find that if the first stream has like two maybe 3 battleships in it, you might just get insta popped. But I can't see the reason behind it. I've not looked too much into doing them as fleets because to me it's a very solo thing. I mean CCP originally brought it out as a as a solo thing, and then they just kind of added the fleet on afterwards when people were moaning, oh I can't do this by myself, I need to be in a fleet. Whereas I was like, I'll just keep doing them solo. Especially if you're doing the level 1s and 2s, you can activate them in high sec. You don't need to worry about when you come out because you're still perfectly fine. You're not suspect or anything. I'm not sure what level you actually become suspect. I know definitely level 5s, when you exit level 5s, you are suspect. You know, you can be shot at. So for them, you need to find somewhere a bit quiet. And luckily, the system we're in now, I mean, there's only myself and one other person here, so it's not exactly on a main trade route or anything. But there are people who go around hunting for people coming out of these things, so don't feel 100% safe all the time. Right, so we need to take these out. Let's put them in just my item hanger actually for now. Where'd they go? Oh, there they are. Let's quickly create a contract here. Move it over to Disowned. Payroll. Item exchange. Next. That one. Anyone them ones. I always click this to make sure I'm actually giving it to me and not some other random person. And finish. That corp you're seeing there, by the way, super awesome, mega wicked cool. That is another corp I'm running. If you do want to join a PvP sided corp, i.e. faction warfare and the likes, then you can always join that one. Right, so thank you, Miss Hero. We are done with you now. You can just disappear. Let's start up Disowned here again. And just act like none of this happened. You know, we're starting from scratch. You've all just tuned in. None of this has happened. I'm going to nail through this. My throat keeps drying up. Quite glad I didn't decide to do this stream yesterday, because you wouldn't have been able to understand our thing I was saying.
Connecting.
Right. So, hello all of you awesome people out there, and welcome back to another super awesome and mega wicked stream done by myself, Disowned Hero. And today we're going to be taking our Sacrilege here into the Abyssal Gauntlet. That's right, we're going to be doing two of every, where's the accept? There it is. 2 of every Abyssal type of anomaly filamenty level thing out there, and we've only got 2 ships to do it. Lose both ships, we die, we have to start all over again, which means I have to do another run to GT depending on how long that takes. And yeah, before we go any further, let's have a look at the fit I'll be using. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 heavy assault missile launcher 2s. We have Inferno and Nova missiles with us, the Rage and what's the other one called? Javelin, Rage and Javelin for each. We've got lots of them. We also have a medium Nave scoped energy NOS. In the mids, we have a 10 MN Afterburner 2. We've gone for 2 Stasis Weatherfire 2s, as well as a Republic Fleet large cap battery. We have 2 medium armor repair 2s in the low, as well as 2 ballistic control system 2s, and a energized adaptive nano membrane. We've got the medium bay loading accelerator to help us shoot faster, and the medium warhead flare catalyst to help speed not be too much of an issue when we are shooting at things. We have Republic Navy Hammerheads and Republic Fleet Valkyries. Now the reason I've gone for these drones in particular, I mean the Fed Navy and the Republic Fleet ones have more damage taking ability compared to the normal Tech 2 ones, but they do lose out on a bit of damage. But you're not really relying on drones too much for damage in the Abyss, mainly down to those stupid towers they have. Like if you go into a room that has 1 or even 2 of them, then your drone's just going to be wiped out and absolutely pointless. So they're there kind of just to take maybe aggro away from me, but help steer the NPCs inside the Abyss, you know, to where I want them to go. So if they aggress these guys, I can be like, hey, come on, come back to me, and everyone will come back to me. So that's why they're there. Also, everything in the Abyss except for Triglavian ships, their weakness is explosive. So that's why I have Nova with me, and the Republic fleet. And oh my god, forget the other one now. It's not sleepers. I think it's the drones. Their weakness is thermal. Everyone else has an Omni tank, so you can use any damage you want. So that's why I've gone for these two here, because, well, they can be used against everything, except for they can't really be used against the drones, and they can't be used against the other ones. So yeah, just forgive me guys while I try and get all this information out, because I've got lots of it all stuffed in my mega expensive cool brain. So that's the fit I'll be using. The one I actually stole was this one here. And I'm so glad I didn't fit this and think, Joe, I'll go for that, because if it got popped coming from Jita to here, I would have just been so annoyed. But that's the cost of it, 960 mil. And to be honest, I think I reduced some of the mods on here. So this guy who I stole it from was running 5 heavy assault missile launcher 2s as normal. He actually had a fancy one of these. I just put a Tech 2 one on here because I was like, I didn't see the point in having a fancy one. But he had a fancy one of them on. I've just got the Tech 2 version. We have a Ceruleum B-type afterburner, 2 Fed Navy stasis weather fires. Republic, he actually had a different one of these on as well, but I need the Republic Fleet Large to be cap stable, so that's what I put on here. Is this the right one? Okay, yeah, so I reduced this one down as well. He had 2 officer mods on there, which again, they were like 300 mil for the pair, and that was like a decent price for them. Dread, Garista, Ballistic Control, 2 of them, and also the Dark Blood Energy Adaptive thingy, and yeah, ammunition and everything the same. But that was his fit. I mean, I've dumbed this, I've called it costly, and I dumbed it down even more. That's 960 mil, and I was like, no, it's still too expensive, so that's why I went for this one, 365 mil. Now you're probably noticing that I can't actually use the CPU on I can't read and talk at the same time. It's too much going on. I can't actually use this because the CPU is too low, and that's because I need to use some implants. And luckily I did get podded on the way, so you can actually see all the implants I've used, and I've put them in here. So to begin with, we need the CPU implant. Well, oh wait, I don't need... Yeah, they can't be in there, can I, for them to implant them? Alright, but anyway, we've got the CPU implant, which obviously is going to give us awesome CPU. We've got the Guided Missile Precision implant, which will give us 3% reduced factor signature radius, so we can hit smaller things better. Got the Deadeye implant as well, which gives us a bonus to missile launch rate of fire, which puts our DPS up even more. We have this one here, which decreases the factor's target velocity, so it doesn't matter how fast it does matter how fast they're going, but it will be less effective at, you know, avoiding our damage. And then we lastly have this one, which is a bonus to assault missile damage. Now I know what you're thinking. A lot of people, especially me, I don't usually go for implants because I think they're expensive, and for a 3% boost, it's not usually worth the price. But as you can see from the estimated list down here, all 5 of them actually only cost 100 mil, so it's not the end of the world. You know, I mean, if you go for the better ones, like the level 5 ones, so that's an EE603. If I went for an EE605, that'd probably be about 200 mil on its own. So I don't go that high. I'm just sticking to the kind of mid ones, which are all about 20 mil ish each. Might want to get rid of 1 rep and trade it in for a cap booster. We could, if I lose this one, we'll try that. We'll take a web off. Like I said, the idea is just to reduce, especially when you get the smaller ships like the frigates, which orbit you at ridiculous speeds and actually make me dizzy. It's the only time in Abyssal space when I will use that pulled back kind of circular rings overview, because otherwise I get like dizzy just watching things go round and round. But yeah, they do move quite fast when they're orbiting, yeah, especially since we're going into the dark sites as well, which I'll get into in a second. We'll implant them now, actually, whilst I remember. So we'll take them out of here, just drop them in our item hanger anywhere, and we'll just start whacking them in. So we'll put this one in first, plug in, yes, and that one, and that one. You also don't need to worry about plugging implants in and accidentally removing something else, because if you already have an implant in, say, this slot, which is, I forget what slot it is, but say there's already an implant in this slot, there simply won't be a plug-in option. So it's not that you hit plug-in and then you just click yes and then realise after you've hit it, it says you will remove the old one. No, it won't let you. It won't let you put 2 in. You have to physically remove 1 first. So there we go. Put all of our implants in, so they all instantly take effect. Nice pings over here telling me that they're working. Sorry, just looking in their corp chat, they're all having it. Well, someone said something funny. Yeah, so they're all in there. So we're going to be doing the dark site. So where did I put those filaments? There they are. So they were doing the dark. So show info on this one. And there's a very good reason why I'm doing the dark. A lot of people tend not to do them. The first one being that each site reflects which... I'm going to call them plasmoids because I can't actually remember what they're called. So those things that... the modify other modules, so there's a chance you can nerf it, there's a chance you can make it super awesome, those things. They each give out different types of them, and the dark ones at the moment will give you the propulsion module ones, so to make propulsion modules better, which are worth a lot more than all the others. I know the Firestorm gives you armor ones. I think the Gamma, which gives you the shield boost, that gives you obviously the shield ones. I forget what the others do, but they're all different. So if you want to go for a particular one, it's worth checking out, you know, which filaments will give you that. But we're going for the dark matter one, which is why we actually have 2 webs, because the dark matter will give us a bonus to maximum velocity and a penalty to turret range. So these actually affect the NPCs as well. So the NPCs are also going to be moving a lot faster. So since they're moving a lot faster, we've put 2 webs on this thing to try and slow them down. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't work, then we'll take one off and we'll put a cap booster on. Could even take, if we don't have a cap booster on, we could even take the battery out. Is my cap stable without that? No, so we'd have to keep that on anyway to stay cap stable. But yeah, so we can reduce them down dramatically with these things. And there's also a penalty to turret range. Now, since we're not using turrets, I'm not sure how this actually affects missiles. I'm hoping it doesn't. We should be perfectly fine just to be blatting away at full damage, full range and that, but it might well do. But yeah, the fact that you get a reduction to turret range and bonus to maximum velocity means that the NPCs also get the maximum velocity bonus and reduced turret range. So when they're coming in, they're having to orbit closer, but they're also orbiting faster, which means they actually hit you less because their tracking's obviously less because they've come closer and they're going faster. But it means we do need to slow them down in order to get the full effect of our missiles onto them, which, whilst I remember, we'll just whack some rage missiles in the highs there. So yeah, we're now getting 601 DPS, fully stable. This is only here, the NOS, in case we do start getting neutered. We can always just NOS back some of our cap. But to be honest, if we just tear like this off, or maybe one of these, and depending on how much damage it's taking, we can even tear one of them off, and we'll be perfectly fine anyway. That's just like a precaution, and since I can fit one in there, it's like, you know, why wouldn't I put one in there? So that's pretty much all I've got to say. To be honest, did I actually load ammunition in? I did. Oh, I can turn these on now. So I've got to stay on this. So we're just going to take one out and actually just start blatting away. So I'm just going to do one at a time. I'm not going to be taking all of these with me because I can get cocky and be like, I'll take 4 with me because I know I don't need to come back then. But again, knowing my luck, I'll come back and be like, Joe, I've lost both of them. Because I was an idiot. So I'll just put, oh, come on, just one. Oh. Alright, so I'll put one in there. We'll undock. I already have a safe in this system. Do I? I do. I have a safe in this system, so I'll be using a safe to NPCs get the speed boost as well, making explosive velocity a problem. That's why the double news. Oh yeah, yeah. Sorry, 5 has described that for me, but yeah. So hammerheads are medium explosive. No, they're not. Medium thermal. I've been making too high. I've got to look over it. There we go. And these are medium explosives. Where have I put headphones? Sorry, I do run on 2 screens, but since I've got to make this side smaller to fit all your chat and stuff on, it means all the windows have moved themselves around. So where is it? There, no, there. Yeah, warped this one at 0. I've got to keep an eye on local. There's no one else in here actually, so we're perfectly fine. Let's just go and activate this thing and start blapping things away. Like I said, we're doing the level 1s first, and well, my alpha billionaire series, Hamson Hero, who's quite low skilled and is an alpha, is running a 15 mil rupture in these things, and he's doing perfectly fine. So I'd imagine that we'll have no trouble whatsoever with R1. I do like this ship actually. Not been flying it for long. I've always stayed away from it, but I've got it now, and I was going to put a skin on it, but to be honest, it looks quite cool just the way it is. A bit hard to tell with the sun there, but it's black, and it's got like the silver kind of almost gunmetal-y in some lights, but like silver trimmings. And I was like, why would I take that off and put like bright orange on it? So that actually looks quite cool as it is. So we're going to be sticking with rage for now, since everything can move quite fast. Obviously, we don't need to worry about going to the long range ammo while it comes over. So everything's got an Omni tank. We can shoot anything at it, except for the Triglavian ships, which we need explosive for, and the drones, which we need thermal. So let's jump in and, well, crack on. So obviously this one you can activate as a fleet. Level 1s, I know you can. I don't know why you'd want to. Like I said, an Alpha and a 15mm fit can do these, so why you'd need 3 of yous in a frigate, I can only imagine. Right, so let's turn that on. Like I said, I get dizzy otherwise. Come on. Oh, not. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, there we go. Right, so we only have little frigates in this one, and we are against lucid people. So we can use absolutely any damage type we want. Let's get the thermal out since they have the most damage. Let's actually start locking things up as well. That might help. And start webbing at things as well. We get 2 webs on this thing, move them over, and start blasting away. I'm actually completely cap stable, so if I really wanted, I can put these 2 on now. Not a problem. But as you can see, everything's come quite close. If you ever do the Abyss sites, you'll probably find things tend to stay at about 12 to 15 km away, which is a real pain because most mods like these are like 10 kilometers, and you're just outside of range. You have to overheat, or you have to, you know, you have to somehow manage to get them to come towards you. But when you're in these ones and they have reduced range, they've got to come close to you, which just means everything hits a bit better. Let's go to that actually so you guys can see better. Hello Greg, how's it going, matey? Alright, so he's kind of legging it a bit, but my drones will get him. And what we can do now actually is start looking at these things. While my drones are on him, I'm just going to head over this way. Reload everything. Right, that one's right next to the gate. Let's go for this one first. My speed in this should be 620, I think, with this running. So it's now up to 700. Sorry, I bet it's easier if I hover over this, isn't it? 919. It should only be 660, so we're getting quite a dramatic speed increase. And we've got lots of time here. If this was a more complicated site, I would slowly drag them towards these sub-nodes, rather than destroying them and then going over to them. So as you can see, they're orbiting. They're fast enough, they can keep up with me. The orbit are like 6,000. I can just slow burn over to these whilst everyone's attacking me and keep blapping them, just to save that bit of time, like now having to run around trying to collect everything. Turn them off. Not that it makes much of a difference, but I don't like having things active when I don't need them. My mouth is so dry. Oh, so slow. This is the kind of times I miss having a micro warp. The only problem with putting a micro warp on this is, one, it makes it even more CPU kind of intensive. I know I need an implant to run it as it is. And 2, it actually does not help with your cap. You start losing cap. What? Oh, it's right on the limit. It's just, look at that. It's just behind the field, actually. I can't quite get to it. Luckily, I can just get to it within the range. Unless I was bouncing off something else and I didn't notice. Bouncing off something. Right, anyway, drones. I mean, drones are actually in my hangar. Give me that. Thank you. On to the next one. Got lots of time. There's only 3 frigates in that. Should not really struggle in these whatsoever. Yeah, I've only just started, Samantha, myself, actually using shield fit things. And going from using nothing but armor for like the last 2 years to now going my enforcer, yeah. To now starting to use a few shield fits. It's actually quite cool, the fact that your shield regenerates all on its own, which is like magic to someone who's armor fit, who's like always got to look after it yourself and even pay for it if it goes too far down. And also to activate one of these modules, like your shield boosters, and have it instantly give you shield rather than waiting for it to do its full cycle of like 9 seconds. It's awesome. Yeah, so I'm starting to fly a few more shield fits. Although most of the Mars ships kind of don't benefit from it. Yeah, it'd help if I actually shot at this thing, wouldn't it? It's nice to start actually on these this level 1 site, because it's kind of reminded me to actually pay attention a little bit. Alright, so from here we can jump straight through the next room. Yeah, so we got 2 of them. You're not going to get good loot from these. Like I said, anyone can kind of do these. Except for maybe if you're in your Enforcer, Greg, that might struggle a little bit. I'm just thinking like the tank and that the other tank. I mean, for the I've not thrown the Enforcer yet, but the pacifier I have, and the tank's not all that good. Alright, so everything is reloaded, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I hit the reload button. Doesn't matter too much anyway, considering what we're actually against. Alright, so we've got 2 cruisers in here, so again, let's just start going towards them, getting them locked up. These are the these things. I forget the name for them. The ones that TCP tell you in the starter mission that they're okay to shoot at, and then anyone who shoots at them after that is just going to have a complete bad day of it. So wait till they get a bit close. We can actually get these out to begin with. How close are you now? I can use these. 17. Yeah, so it doesn't seem to affect the maximum flight range of my missiles. But you see how he's come close enough to actually grab him. Oh, he did for a second. I missed him. There we go. Oh, he just keeps dipping into range of these and then going out. I could overheat them, couldn't I? Ah! Damn it! I'll grab him. Get here. There we go. Got him with 1. Alright, so we can now see that they have actually aggressed my drones by the looks of it. I don't seem to be taking much damage though, so it's not a big deal. Didn't even have me afterburner on. Such an idiot. Alright, let's go towards this one then. In fact, where's the nearest one of these? Start heading towards that. If we just get these to dock up so he aggresses me rather than me drones, he should follow me over here. Put them in for a second. Wait until I see a few things come towards me. Could have proved me wrong, and he can just sit there. Should have de-aggressed them by now anyway. Ah, drones take them out anyway, it's fine. I'll range of them, so turn that off. Oh, absolutely nothing. That's a bit of a pain. Keep an eye on my drones, because drones get quite heavily engaged in the Abyss. Kind of makes them a bit useless, so if you're trying to do this, I don't know how that locked up. If you're trying to do this, I am shooting at the flipping ship. If you're trying to do this in like a drone boat, it's not going to happen for you, to be honest. Maybe these level 1s, maybe level 2s at a push, but after that, you know, you're just going to kind of be losing it. Put up a Russian dude's MTU. Don't think he'll be too happy. They never are happy. There we go, so he is gone. Got drones back in. Do I even have? I do have these things. Can't really see what they're doing though, can we? Tracking. I can just hover my mouse over them, can't I? See what they're doing. I tend not to use the pylons too much unless I warp on like the level 2s. If I warp in or jump into a room that's full of the drones, I might head towards one, because then I don't need to worry about the drones. They'll slowly be taken out. But it does mean my own drones kind of get a bit battered as well, but yeah. Pros and cons. Cons. Pros and cons. There we go. Oh my god, my head is all over the place. We'll get there. Go, explosive drones. Take that one out so I can save some ammunition. That's why, I mean, everyone keeps saying you can use the Gilla, Greg, but since a lot of the damage comes from the drones in my eyes, I mean, yeah, they do use missiles as well, but drones get focused so heavily in this game that you spend half your time recalling them and then having them travel back out and then coming back to you, or they're getting blown up, that you kind of lose half your DPS in a Gilla. I mean, yeah, I'm getting some DPS from the drones and these. How much DPS are the drones actually giving? 109. But, that's not my main DPS, is it? My main's coming from the missiles, so as long as I'm actually missiling things, the drones are just used just to get maybe that little bit of extra damage, but to also just help lure things around the room a bit. Alright, so one more room. Pretty sure there's only 3. We've got 10 minutes left. Lots of time. And there we are. There's also no clouds that I've ever noticed anyway in the level 1s. Now the clouds give like penalties or bonuses depending on how you look at it. There's one cloud, a blue cloud, which gives you bigger signature radiuses. So you could stay away from that if you wanted your own sig to stay small, so you don't take that much damage. But if you can lure the NPCs into it and you're using a missile bow like this one, it means you'll be applying more damage. Oh, my mouth is so dry. I don't even know why. Oh, slow burning over. I'm really wishing I'd actually put a micro warp on this rather than an afterburner. Yeah, that's true. Rabbits, yeah, you can always bring like twice as many drones with you, so if they do end up too far away and you're like, oh, I'm going to lose one, just wait till it dies, don't you, and go for another one. Right, so we have drifters, and I'm pretty sure drifters actually have an omni tank as well. Could be mistaken. I definitely know that the Triglavian ships are not good against explosive, but I forget which one was actually good against thermal. Pretty sure it was the drones with thermal. And yeah, the drifters always start damaged, by the way. But in the other rooms, when you get one drifter battleship, which will start damaged, but it might have 3 other ships around it, and the 3 other ships around it will be given it reps basically, so it will rep it back up. So it's kind of a lot of discussion at the moment when I was going on the forums about whether you instantly put all of your damage on this thing to take it out while it's damaged, or you take out the reps around it. And I didn't really get a straight answer, so you just kind of do the best you can. And let's turn these things on. Let's put them on staggered, actually. There we go. Get a bit more use out of them then. Slowly getting over to it. I'd love to see what speed you can get out of like a Garma or something in here. Put a micro warp on it with the bonus to speed. It'd be springing all around the place, wouldn't it? Yeah, 5. It all comes down to how you want to run them. I mean, if you're running the higher tier ones, like the level 5s or 4s, you'll be making that much ISK back that you don't really... Let's activate these. That you don't really need to worry about losing 1 or 2 drones. But if you're starting at the beginning, you're like doing level 1s, being quite cautious on level 2s, losing a drone in them, so can actually really impact how much ISK you make in per hour. Lose a drone worth like 1 mil, and you've only got 3-4 mil from the whole site, and you've near enough cut your earnings in half. And he's gone! What have we got in here? So we've got 1 there. And 1 there. That's weird, because I could have sworn I've seen 3. Oh, there's one of those clouds. It's outside of our field, I think, though. How strange. When I was looking in the background, I could have sworn I've seen a little stack of 3 of those. There they are. Oh, they must be outside as well. Yeah, so let's head to... Well, that's not the ideal one, to be honest, since it's right next to the gate. Ah, but we've got to pass it anyway to go to the next one. In fact, they're right next to each other. Pink. Oh no, it's not. It's over there. Go that one. Wow, I was not watching my drones on that one. There you go. So even though I was against 1 battleship, I don't think there's any other little spikes, like columns in this room, or like sentries, aren't they? Which I didn't see. No. So that battleship actually managed to like take out a lot of do a lot of damage to my drones there. So that one's empty, which is always fun. I know I can actually exchange my script survey things here for loot crates, but I'm going to save them up and put them into a higher tier one, just see if we can get like better loot from them. Watch the border. What happens if you actually go into the border? I mean, I've bounced off it a few times. I don't know if you can take damage from it, do you? Take them. Don't forget to take our drones with us. See, if they were level 2s, see, a lot of them went like halfway into armor. If they were level 2 ones, like tech 2s, they'll probably be dead. That's how much, like, how less DPS they can actually take the tech 2s. Yes, you get more damage from them. Don't even know if they're quicker. They might be the same speed, but they don't tank that much before they actually go kaboom. And give me that. And let's jump out. We've got one more of these to do, and then we can move up to the Tech 2. Tech 2, well, level 2. I refer to everything usually as either Tech or level, and I always get it backwards. I refer to these as being like Tech 1, Tech 2, Tech 3s, and then I refer to mods as being level 1, level 2. I always get everything backwards. Alright, so there we go. Everything done. We're out. Hopefully there's no one waiting on the other side for us. Local still says it's empty. I didn't actually check that. I wonder if I can see local from inside the Abyss. I know D-Scan doesn't see from inside. So let's stock up at Minus Moonbase, which is owned by Disowned Heroes. If you are looking for a super awesome corp, I gotta put it in again. If you are looking for a super awesome, mega wicked cool corp, then join Super Awesome Mega Wicked Cool. Wasn't expecting that one, was you? Yeah, that's our faction warfare corp, which is kind of suffering at the moment because someone joined who has really low standings with Caldari. We got an email saying get them up, or you're out of faction warfare, so we've got to deal with that. But yeah, it's for new players, aimed at PvP stuff. We'll do like low sec, roamy, fleety things and stuff. But if you do want to join our normal high sec corp, which is generally miners, we do a little bit of everything really, exploration, industry, all that kind of good stuff, then join Disowned Heroes or message me in-game Disowned Hero and we'll get you in. You should not as daft as your channel, as your mod. Well, I wasn't going to make mods, to be honest, because I don't think I need them, Greg, but well, when I first started, when I clicked on the stream to see, to get it set up and going, Evo had kind of popped up and he was moaning that he wasn't a mod, so I felt sorry for him. Thought we'll give him a little spanner next to his name, it'll make his day. So that's why he's got it. No, anyway, so no, I didn't have a mod, and I thought, well, if he's going to start watching him, he might as well be a mod. So how much did we get there? Estimated 4 million. I mean, yeah, it's different when you actually get it to Jita, but there we go. In the hangar they go. But I tend to keep all that stuff. As you can see, I keep planning on doing a lot of industry things, so I've kept all sorts of weird and wonderful things. If anyone knows what the hell these things are, can you let me know? Because I have no idea. I've asked my industry guys. We've got quite a few industry people in the corp who make all sorts. Even some of them are branching into making capital ships. They have no idea what the hell these things are for. So at the moment, I'm just kind of collecting them here and there when I remember to hand these things in, which hasn't been for a while, actually, considering I've got like 90 of them. And I've been collecting a few of these up and stuff, yeah. I was selling them and I thought, actually, I'll save them up. They might come in handy at some point. But yeah, if you know what these things are, I'll just get the info for one. It doesn't tell you. It tells me that the volume takes up 0.1 M3, which is awesome. And then I get a little bit of spiel about it being like some weird material. And that's it. So it doesn't have to tell me anything, what it's used for. I have no blueprints that require it. I don't seem to be able to put it into anything. They're just like cool looking spheres, which maybe if we could walk in station you could hang as like decorations from the ceiling. Would be quite cool. But yeah, I have no idea what they're for. But anyway, let's move on. Let's go to a stack hall. Actually, it seems to have a lot of junk all over the place. A lot of this junk, by the way, if you go to, except for the rigs obviously, if you go to the my videos and look at the last video I put on, which was blowing up basically MTUs in high sec, a lot of this came from that. Maybe not these, like, but the bombs in particular did. I would never have bought these things, so they came from them. Again, I don't really use shield fits, so they've come from them. One of these randomly, one of them. So you do get some quite good stuff when you actually start searching. I mean, a lot of that's probably from the things. There's 162 mil there. It doesn't take long to blow up an MTU, does it, once you found it? Right, let's stop stalling anyway. Let's move on to the next one. So, calm, electrical, no. Always double check you're taking the right one with you. Firestorm, no. Calm, dark, yes. I'm ready. I'm ready. And also you can heal everything for free if you are inside any player-owned structure. You go to an MC structure, the repair cost can get quite high. Usually when you're in hull on your ships, it can be quite high. But any player-run structure, as long as you can dock or even tether to the thing, so you can heal up for free, which is always good to know. Alright, so let's go back to our save and just jump in this next one. Spanner for the spanner. Exactly. I made him a mod, and then he instantly turned around and went, yeah, I'm a mod, I'll take good care of this for you. Oh, by the way, I'm going offline, I'll be back later. I was like, oh, I don't. Nice to see quite a few of you chatting away in the chat. I do usually get quite a few people on it. We're missing one person now. Who is you trade it for stuff? Is there any stuff in particular, random person, we actually trade it for? Yeah, but I forgot his name. There's usually one person who's in every stream. He doesn't seem to be here yet. But I haven't streamed for a while. It's quite possible he's decided that I don't stream and stopped subscribing. Right, so let's get our missiles reloaded before we jump in. Everything else is healed up. Why have I not got two of them? So just activate one. Oops. Do I have two use buttons? Oh no, compare. I thought I said use and use. Activate. You need 3 of these, by the way, one for every ship you're taking into the Abyss. So you can either go in by yourself with 1 up to a cruiser, or 3 of you up to frigates. I don't know if you can jump in with 2. Kind of putting yourself at a bit of a disadvantage going in with just 2, though. Alright, we've got a Lancer, and there are the escorts. It's exactly what I was talking about before. So we'll lock all of these things up. And I'm pretty sure the escorts here, they have reps on them, although that might just be the higher tier ones. I have a radius of like 50 kilometers with my drones, so I might as well send my drones out now and start moving towards these. Lots of good loot and stuff, actually, so let's start going towards. In fact, where's all the loot? Take these things out first. Oh wait, I'm putting them on the wrong thing. Pink, pink, pink. I haven't even set my default up. That should be something like, I don't know, let's say 400 or 500. Using drones doesn't really matter too much about optimal ranges and stuff. Let's get these on. Maybe I should have gone for like factory ones, just because they can go up to like 15 kilometers, and these things tend to just be hovering around the 10, which is not ideal because I need them to be within 10. See, he's just dipped into the radius. There we go, got him. We have got him. As soon as you get one on him, especially a cruiser, you know, he's going nowhere, so we'll just zoom out a bit. By the way, if I play like my usual, play down and zoom in, and like watch, see this thing spin on. That one's not too bad because it's only a frigate. But when you get the drones circling, yeah, they are fast and they can make you dizzy in seconds. They'll make me dizzy anyway. Right, let's get me guns on him, shall we? Alright, so where are you? Let's go to this one. Well, that one's actually just right there. Let's go to that one now. Bink. Don't shoot the cache. Let's bump into it instead. I know the cache you can access here. This is how you change your scripty looty things. That's being focused. Get in. You can change your scripty looty things by accessing it, and then from there it'll say give me 9 or 10 surveys, and I'll give you a loot crate. But like I said, I'm saving up my surveys for now. I'm going to take them into a higher tier one because I think, or at least I'm under the assumption, I've got nothing. Yeah. See how he's targeting my drone, so he's staying at 27 and not coming after me. So if we pull the drones in, he'll then come towards me. But it's unbelievable sometimes how much these focus your drones over you. No, come on, I'm losing it. There we go. So can you hack these as well, random person? You seem to be the one saying don't blow them up. I'm sure somewhere at some point someone said to me you can hack these with like data analyzers. I don't know how true that is. Hey, got a skill book. They usually come in handy. Right, so now my drones are away. He's come after me. I can get my drones back out. And I can start actually shooting him. Ah! Stop focusing on loot and get him killed, shall we? 41, let's go to that one. That's the jump gate actually, so we'll go to this one first then. There we go. But yeah, so I've zoomed in there. But that's why being at like this view is quite high. I don't know why I can't stop that. I'll have to remember to turn that off before I come in. What that's doing is when I click on something up here, it's spinning the camera to focus on it, and I don't want that. But for some reason, now I'm in here, I forgot again to actually deactivate it. Usually I just like stay up here. But you'll be able to see, you'll see your drones, I don't know, attacking them at 9, and then you'll be moving away, and your drones will stay there, obviously attacking them, and they'll fall further and further away, because that ship's not attacking you, it's aggressing your drones. Right, which one was it going for again? This one. Why am I heading downwards in just a random line? Sleepers hate drones. Sleepers hate drones. Yeah, not having a micro warp is costing me time when it comes to this bit. But having a afterburner on all the time and having a speed of nearly 1,000 or 900, let's say just over 900 meters a second is handy. So I'll be taking a lot less damage since they've got reduced range, orbiting a lot closer and nerfing their own DPS basically. Hey, Evo's back. How's it going, mate? Yeah, I'm sorry about the delay as well. I don't know what that's up to now, but when I first started the stream, I did click my fingers and watch to see how far it kind of went. Oh, shut up, Windows. And it turned out the delay was something like 15 seconds, which is quite high. But I have messed around in the past, and if I reduce the quality anymore, it's noticeable that it's getting like quite low quality. I don't know, it's probably my internet. I'm not going to make excuses. It's probably my internet's naff. But yeah, I want to try and compromise between delay and quality. Let's put this one up. Next one should be next to the gate, or not far from it anyway. First room, quarter of the way in. No, not doing too bad. I'll speed things up. I'll have to pick my game up for the next one. Being a little bit lax at the moment. Let's reload these for the next room. Ready? Come on. Thank you, enough mill on that one. And lastly, it should be set on YouTube. I've set it to have a 0 delay, because I know you can click on it, can't you? I want a defaulty one of, I don't know, say 10-15 seconds, just to help against stream sniping, which well, 10-15 seconds might help in like a Call of Duty game, but it's not going to help too much in Eve, is it? But yeah, it's set to 0. I don't know what it is. My bitrate's about, I forget, I didn't touch the setting since the last time I streamed, because the last time I near enough nailed it on the head. I was like, do you know what, it's about 7 or 8 seconds delay. I was like, that's fine, I can live with that. Quality was good for you guys, so I just left it. The only thing I've changed since is the webcam in the top corner, which I haven't really changed, to be honest. It's just, it defaults back to its original settings every time, so I've got to pull it back to what it used to be. So that's the only thing I've changed, and it just seems to have a bigger delay on it. It could be something in my house somewhere is using internet, possibly. Maybe one of the kids is like, or both of the kids are on the tablets. Let's just save some ammo again and get my drones on that. And some more goodies. There we go, another mill in there. And let's jump through here. 19 away, not bad. Oh, there's one of the blue clouds. Is that a blue cloud? I can't really tell. Can I add them to my overview? Are they like overviewable? No, you just have to actually search for them. But yeah, those clouds, they have effects as well. The blue ones, which my eyes might be deceiving me because I've got two big bright white lights shining in my face. Because I do not use the proper little circle lights everyone has. I have two massive photography lights with bulbs which is the size of my arm. I kind of went overboard with the lighting, but that kind of looks bluey to me. So that will increase the signature radius of anything inside it, which means you might take a little bit more damage, but everything else around you, when you're shooting like missiles at them, will also take some damage. So here we go, we've got another one here, which is a, what is that? Oh, that's a thingy-majiggy. So I'm actually already loaded up with thermal. It's a drone. Drone. So we'll attack the drone. Let's go towards it. Put mod and everything on. It's quite cool when you jump through these jump gates, actually, that your mods don't deactivate. That's quite cool. I take some getting used to, because you jump through and you think, I'll turn everything back on. Or if you're like me, like, I'll forget to turn everything back on. But yeah, you jump through and everything's still going. Yeah, so we've got the ideal damage type for him, or at least we should have, unless I've got the damage types wrong. Oh, that's weapon maxi, well I remember. This fit, by the way, it is new to me. I'm not going to sit here and say I've used this fit a million times. I literally like copied it today, nerfed it a bit. I say nerfed it, but you know, I made it cheaper today, and this is the first time I'm actually flying it, so it's just getting used to it a little bit. Yeah, we're taking that battle cruiser out fairly quick when he is target. See how he's de-aggressed me now? He's gone yellow. He's actually after me drones. So we just simply pull them back for a second because it's an absolute pain. Ooh, that one took quite a bit of damage, didn't it, before it went down? Look at that. Very, very nearly. If that was a Tech 2, I will guarantee you right now 100% it would be dead. Alright, let's go for the furthest away one. That's just how he rolls. Reload. Actually have any no. I'm surprised we haven't seen any of those tower things yet. We've seen one, didn't we? It was a tracking one. I haven't seen any others, which is strange. Usually there's a few. Alright, it's another case of slow burning around. SPF 50 or you're good, and you're good. 5, I'm not sure what SPF stands for and what 50 relates to. Would just be me being an idiot. They are just low for now. Hang on to him. Never know, they may be used for the future. Okay, so it's almost like whenever someone says to me that that item is just there because they thought it'd be cool to put it there, like law, I always think it's basically a placeholder for something. Maybe they had a plan to do something with them, but they haven't introduced it yet. But yeah, you're right. We'll keep hold of them because at some point they might turn around and say, "Look, there's a super new, mega fancy module, and you need these for them," and I'll be like, "Haha, I have millions of them." Well, I'm right in saying, no, actually thinking about it, that the surveys, these things, the only use they have is for getting those weird, like, I don't even know what shape it is, like hexagonal dodon thingy-majiggies. That's all they're there for, isn't it? It's just to get them. So they're kind of useless as well. So ideally, we only have these, which are worth getting. And these. Where are my drones? Oh, they're not even out. Gimme. Next we go for that one. Hey, look at the back of that meteor. Isn't that cool? Another cloud, little tiny cloud. Yeah, it's quite nice that the drifters are nice enough to put an out of bounds shield there for us, isn't it? How nice are they? Excuse me. FPS does not measure how well a sunscreen will protect you. What? Sunscreen stuff? Did I miss something in the chat? Are we talking about sun cream now? UV, that kind of cause sunburn cancer does not measure how well sunscreen UV damages. Okay. SPF, if you're talking about sun cream, then SPF 50 is very high. I mean, even if I go on holiday, I only put like 30 on the kids, and even that's like cement. I thought I'd be better covering them in cement, the sun will never get to them then. Go drones, go! Might as well blow these all now, I can get them all from here with my drones, except for that one actually just got out of range. You hear me then? Where's the gate? Don't know. Where is the gate? Oh, I've managed to come next to the gate again. Usually I get the one next to the gate last. For obvious reasons. If you run out of time, you're like next to the gate. Whoa, look at the time. 6 minutes. How many rooms have we got left? Is this the second or third? Oh, for me lights. Alright, yeah, so I'm behind on it. How far away is that one? I might have to leave some loot here. I had nothing in it anyway. That's 58 away. Is this the third room? Oh, sorry, second room? Yes, we've got one room left, haven't we? Oh, we should be fine. Fine, should be fine. I'm really disappointed in myself now if I die in a bloody tier 1. Level 1 room. Site. Might just mean we'll have to leave a container at the end. There we go. The one that's furthest away as well just happens to have the flipping loot in it as well. Let's go get it. Yeah, they are. If I could turn the camera to show you, I would, but it's kind of mounted on a mounty thing. Run out of things to talk about now. Grab this one. We are pushing it for time. I can't remember if this is the second room or the third. Pretty sure it's the second, in which case time is not with us. I don't know why I've managed to waste all this time. But it's not with us. So let's go through this one now. 5 notifications are told me implants are put in. Stack all that. So how much have we made from this one? 3 mil, 4 mil. We've still got 2 dark, so I must have got one of them. So another 250. So about 5 mil, 5.5 mil so far. But you can occasionally get good drops. You might get a blueprint for a Damovic, which I know a few people from my corp have said they've managed to get from level 1s. So if you do get a drop like that after like doing 3 or 4 of these, then my man, that's worth it, because I think they're going for a pretty penny. Pretty penny, that's a saying I'd never say. If I wasn't streaming, I probably wouldn't say that for like the next 5 years. Pretty penny. Oh, forget my face is over where you guys can see the time, isn't it? Yeah, you can't see it. Alright, well, I'll try and keep you updated. We've got 4.5 minutes left. Yeah. The time is tight, yeah. You just burn straight to the gate and have all them. Keep your drones in so nothing aggresses them and stays miles away from you. Get to the gates, then start attacking things. Especially, as I say, in this dark one where everything moves faster. Doesn't take them long to catch up to you. What have we got in this one? 2 frigates, yeah, we're perfectly fine. By the way, you do not need to kill these drones. It's only something I found out the other day, actually. You don't need to kill these drones once you kill the ships controlling them, i.e. these 2 here. Those drones will disappear and die. So we'll just get the... Ah, we're using the wrong damage type for these. We actually wanted explosive. We should be fine with just 2 frigates. If these were the Vedmax, the cruisers, I would switch me damage over, but I'm pretty sure we're fine. See, he's actually, both of these have actually already aggressed my drones. Oh wait, that one's aggressed me now, because they were yellow. Yeah, if in your overview you're yellow, it means you are yellow boxes in, you're being targeted. See, he's aggressed my drones, he's going away from me, coming. And yeah, see these 3 here? No longer targeting me. It's because I've killed the ship that they were focused on. Ah, I've killed their mothership, sorry, where are they? Explosive. I've killed their mothership, so they no longer don't have a... Well... Don't know why I'm struggling getting this out. It's like any other drone, so if you kill the ship controlling them, the drones just kind of stop and sit there like, well, what do we do now? Take these out. We still have 2-3 minutes left. So, depending on how far away these things are. Got one like right here. We'll take that out. Ah, and the other 2 at 80. Can I travel 80 in 3 minutes? Well, we can always try. Once we get to 1 minute, we'll have to turn around and come back. I don't know where my time went in this one. Only a mil on that. In fact, it's not worth the flipping risk. There's nothing in them. Don't know where I lost time in that one. Probably gathering too much and forgetting to actually... Wouldn't be the first time I've sat there thinking, why is this not dying? And looked down and seeing I haven't actually put any damage on them. I might have activated my webs and I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, look at the pretty birds outside. Look back, oh, why is he not dead? Oh yeah, maybe if I shot at him he would die quicker. Alright, so there we go. We missed 2 in there, but they were flipping 80 off. Micro warp would really come in handy, but like I said, I want to have speed up all the time, so afterburner is what I'm going to be sticking with. There we go, there's the 2 level 1s down the calm side. It's really easy. Unless you start mucking about. Absolute piece of cake. Nothing in local still. Picked an ideal system here, haven't I? Stock back up here. You could sell Evo for a pretty penny. worth a pretty penny, aren't you, Evo? If you kill the mothership, then make the drones orphans. You will be stuck caring for them because the father ship left behind. Yeah.
Docking request accepted.
Right, so there's the 2 level 2s done. I think they took maybe close to 20 minutes, especially the last one, but basically no loot from them. Really easy. You'll be lucky to die in there if you're actually paying attention. It's a lot easier, by the way, to play on your own, focusing all the time, when I've got, like, you guys to pay attention to. Not that I don't enjoy having you guys here, but so trying to think of small talk and make it interesting at the same time, so it just loses a little bit of time here and there. Right, so next we want the level 2 stuff. Oh, I need to repair my drones because one of them took a hell of a beating, didn't it? Repair all of them. Yep. Alright, so we want, where are they? Ah, I've lost them. There they are. Number two. Agitate exotic, no, dog. Yep, please, one of them. There we go, and I do have another one of these, by the way, here. Yeah, just making sure there's one there. If we get really stuck, we'll take, in fact, they only have 8 humans left. They'd probably be kind of useless in the Abyss, wouldn't they? Chad be happy without me here. Oh, without Eva there. Right, so let's deactivate this thing while I remember. So auto tracking is now off. Hopefully it'll keep that setting when I next go into the Abyss. Safe. Warp 2. I can't actually see, but how many people have we got in chat today? Peak concurrence 38. Peak concurrence, that can only mean peak concurrent viewers, couldn't it? Total view times 36 hours. Peak concurrence 38. Well, concurrent can't be higher than the total, so that's got to be viewers. I had 38 viewers. That's like me max so far. I think the max I had in my last one was like 10. I was like, yes, 10! We've tripled that. If I'm reading that right, we've tripled it. I know you guys are going to depress me now saying we can see, and there's like 5. I'll be like, oh. Right, so actually we've got quite a few people now have popped up in local. Who are these guys? Show info. Member of Egg. Hello, Egg. Member of School of something, looks like a NPC corp. And member of Commando. That does look like an NPC corp, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got to be. Member of Cadaldo State. Alright, so you're not together. You're not roaming around together. Just all 3 jumped in at the same time. Evening, people in corp. I'm streaming, go away. I'll do. If I don't say hi, they'll just keep going and going and going and going. Right. Use this one. Yes, let's jump in. This just says exactly the same thing as before. Yeah, yep, 3 of them. So for the Tech 2 or level 2, the agitated ones, you can go in as a little fleet. I'm pretty sure you can do it for all of them. I just can't swear to it because I've never actually looked. Oh no, it turns out local goes away when I actually jump into the abyss, which is a shame. It'd be nice to be able to see who's in local, wouldn't it? Right, so we've got battleships, and I want to change these now for the Nova Rage. Get Nova Rage straight out. I'm going to activate that. You can see this thing here is actually killing drones as we speak. At least I think that's what that thing does. Yeah, I'm sure that kills drones. I've got a multi-tracking one as well. So, damage is changed. What are these actually fighting each other? Looks like they are actually. We'll just leave them to fight away. Let's head towards one of the bigger ones. We're inside a filament cloud, so penalty to shield, boosters, and shield duration. Not a big deal. We're not using shields. Let's get a bit. Why not activate them? Let's get a little bit closer. Let's take these flipping Leshaks out while they're that low, shall we? Let's get these going on alternate cycles. If you get them on alternate cycles, it means you should be getting reps from most of them. All the time, even. So I'm being targeted by, and neutered actually by this one. One I've got up. Very slow. Micro warp would be so handy. Maybe I should have actually gone for the higher range. We're nearly in range now anyway. Until he gets to 16, so he's definitely in my flight path for these things. There we go. Send them out. Not going to get my drones out just because they are, well, within range of this. And it will just nail my drones. Although it doesn't kill them that quickly. You can take, I'll show you. So you can take your explosive ones out for a bit if they're the Republic fleet ones. That's if I've got it right and it's the right pillar thing I'm thinking of. See how they're taking a little tiny bit of damage? And a little bit more. And a little bit more. They'll just keep getting sustained damage the whole time. They're actually inside this weird shot tower thingy. If these were Tech 2s, they would be like dead in no time. Because of the Republic fleet and you have that extra boost, like I think it's like 20% more hit points than anything else, or than the Tech 2 variants. So we're pretty much okay. Right, these are quite far away. Should I switch over? No, we're getting close enough on them, aren't we? But yeah, let's flick over because they're not exactly within range. I never thought I'd have to use the long range one since we move so fast, but obviously we do. Some DPS on him. And next we'll take out these little tiny things. Which are, they're not Triglavians, so they're like an omni damage, unless they're the drones. I don't know why they don't call them drones on this idea. You're going to kind of guess by the little pictures, or I guess by the pictures. I don't really know the names too well. Alright, buddy is out. Let's go to this one. Open fire on him. They are attacking me since the red in the corner. Let's get a nice top-down view, shall we? Grab him. He's going nowhere. Got Jusan. This one. Got Yusan as well. Aha. Lovely. Pull them back. Let's get straight on these. I don't want to waste any time if I can on this one. It took us a while to slow burn over to them, but in the end, it's opted for the longer range, and we got them. Where's the gates? 29 away. Oh, that's right. I'm not focusing on things now, am I? Oh, right there. 72. Managed to move away from that, didn't I? Let's reload back to the... let's go for Nova. Usually, because once I've run into Triglavians once, I tend to run into them again in the same room. Or in the same site, so we'll keep them out. Take this out using drones, just save a bit of ammo. Want that one next. Hate to have a ship when you blow something up, just decides, oh, I'll stop now. So it's not like I was heading there for a reason, Mr. Ship. Oh, that's right, I forgot that thing's there, isn't it? Pull them back in. No, just go with Taki. Hey, look at that decayed 500 MN, Majiggy. I'll get the explosive out because they're faster. I've just managed to mix them all flipping together. That one. Move. You thermal. You shouldn't be able to, once you've got them in a group, you shouldn't be able to move them again. They should stay in that group. There we go, right. So they're taking a little bit of damage going over there. But they should make it, and if it's empty, at least I'll know in advance then before I travel all the way over there. At least if they actually go and attack the thing. Go. There we go. And there's actually something in it, so let's get over there and go grab it. Only not even a quarter of the way through our time yet. We've done it, in fact, just now, 15 minutes or a quarter way through. Right, so now the gate's going to be miles away again. But we are moving 1,000 meters a second, so it's not like we're traveling at like 300 meters and it'll take hours to get there. Go, head back towards that. Grab that. Wasn't even worth coming over here. A mill. Not even that. Go, go, go! If 2 webs aren't needed, I could actually take one off, couldn't I? And put a micro warp on as well as an afterburner. That would really help having both. Visions. This tastes like... It's meant to be cherry menthol, but it's not. It's just blech in a bottle. Alright, so we've been going for an hour and a half now, actually. If I didn't waste that time in the beginning actually having to go get the filaments, we should have been okay. But we'll keep going until everyone's gone or I lose both my ships. Alright, 13:30 on the time left. What it is I'm not going through I'm doing what I done when I first started doing the Abyss, which is just leaving the caches and stuff till the end. You should ideally, when you get in there, start heading for the caches once you're engaged. So once you're close enough to start fighting, be like, alright, I'll start going to the caches, they'll follow me around, the fight can just continue as I'm moving towards the caches, but I'm kind of forgetting that. I don't know why my fingers default to WASD. Alright, so what have we got in this one? Damavix. Lots of Damavix. You're not a Damavik, no way. Right, so we'll get the Damavix up first. Anchoring Damavik. Pretty sure they have heals on them. We'll start moving towards them. They're close enough now for this. Start blasting them out, and we want the explosives out. And the explosives on them. Now, so everything has engaged me here, you see, so I am now free to say start moving towards this one here. Tank's hold now absolutely brilliantly. Just seems to be struggling taking this one out for some reason. There we go. We'll move on to this one next, since this one is already slightly damaged. We'll lock these up as well. We're being warp scran for some reason, which does not really affect me in any way whatsoever. Oh, if I had a, I was thinking, why would the scram me? But yeah, if I had a micro warp, it would shut that off, wouldn't it? Right, he's just hovering in outside of 10. There we go, got him. See how everything is following me around? Everything's red and is aggressing me and not my drones this time, so I'm free to just keep on going. I'm going to go for this one next, just because, again, this one's a little bit damaged, so the quicker we can take the DPS off the field, the better. That one there seems to have gone away yet. Drones are being targeted a little bit. Let's see if we can take this one out, and then we'll call drones back, get the DPS back on us. How close are we to this one? Was that one we were going for, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, drones come back, get everything back on me. Let's go for this one next. There we are, give it a second or two and shrink. Back out, only have one web on him for some reason. Ah, we've just entered if we zoom out, but yeah, we've just entered the vicinity of this thing. Keeping an eye on my drones are taking a little bit of damage. There we are, we'll pull them back now. Pick this thing up. Start heading towards the next one. Loot all of them. And let's get DPS on this, shall we? Keep my drones in for a second just so you can get their shield back. Not thermal, is it, them ones? Yeah, they took a little bit of a beating. Nothing major. There we go. And then this one out as well. Let's get the drones back out, shall we? Come on, drones, go get him. Where is the gate? Where am I? I haven't got the gate actually under combat. It's kind of handy to have that. Add that to overview settings, or get to overview. Oh, they seem to have finished. Or stopped even. There we go. Call them back. No point having them take damage from that pillar for no reason. Whoa, we're close to that thing without realising. Oh, I missed one. How did I miss that? Okay, let's get back out. Right, and last one. Time, by the way, we've still got 9 minutes left. 9 minutes, doing okay. That one's almost in range. Actually, I've been able to use the drones to go see if there's anything in it. What is my range of drones? I always forget. 52. Reload these as well. I've actually had drones and Triglavian ships there, so really I wanted thermal for the drones and explosive for the Triglavians, but I'm not going to wait the 10-20 seconds for the flipping ammo to switch mid-fight. That one's empty. So now we can jump through. As long as 5 plus are watching it. Yeah, I can't actually see. I don't know where the button is for me to see actually how many are watching. Without actually logging in on my phone and viewing it as a different account, there's nowhere in this YouTube studio that tells me how many people are currently watching. Which is strange, because I think it would. What's this? Sync with preview player? Don't know. Oh no. Alright, so what have we got here? Drones, 2 Damavix drones. I'm actually going to flick back to thermal for this one. Just because there's more things which are going to be affected by thermal than anything else. And I'm being muted by these 2 things. Let's get them out first. Starving ones, yeah, it's kind of obvious. Starving ones do take out... do take your cap out. So they want... They want explosive. Might as well get the right... Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's thermal for these. Look at that shield, I'll have like 1 volley. Let's get the rest of these locked up as well. Nothing's aggressing me, so once again, we can just start heading towards. Let's go for this one. Where's the gate? 36, 56. Okay, let's go towards this one. And this one next. Okay, so that 1 Damavik there is starting to affect me drones. Not a huge deal. I can see them. Let's keep going. Right. Everything onto them. In fact, drones, come and take... I haven't actually got locked up yet. So drones, come take that out. You're the wrong drones anyway, so we get back towards the ship. Why am I not heading towards that? Am I bouncing off something? Don't know. Bink, bink, bink. You should come back. But no, I want thermal, don't I? Ah, I'm so confused. I'm forgetting which is weak against what now. That one and that one. There we go. Look at that. Head towards this one. I haven't actually got any drones out now. It's doing well, isn't it? There we go. When in doubt, just get the explosive out of the Valkyries, because they move quicker anyway. So if you do realise you made the wrong choice, they'll come back quicker and you can switch out quicker. Oh, I'm forgetting the webs. There we go. Webs make so much difference. Especially having 2 of them. Look how fast they're going down. Oh, I'm stuck underneath an asteroid, am I? Yeah. A little bit of manual piloting. Hey Nicholas, how's it going, mate? How do you tell what ammo to use? Quick Google search will tell you pretty much what everything is and is not weak against. Even you have a little table for the main NPCs to tell you what they're so good at resisting, what they're good at, what they're going to deal, what you need to resist, all that kind of good stuff. It even tells you what E-War and everything to use. I just know that the Triglavians, they are weak to explosive. I'll have to double check that because I might have actually got it backwards, but I'm pretty sure they're weak to explosive. The drones are weak to thermal, and everything else, like sleepers, are omni. So you can deal whatever you want, really, right? So we want to start heading towards the gate. Drones can take that thing out. Missiles will actually reach it. Let's scram him. Basically bring him to 0. I mean, yeah, look at that. He's hardly moving if that stupid asteroid gets out of the way. Drone's back, we are done. So that room went a lot better. The fact that we could actually move around and go grab stuff. Yeah, so got a bit messed up with which damage I should be dealing, but to be honest, you don't need to worry about it too much. Most things are omni. It's only on the odd occasion that you'll realise, you know, actually I'm not hurting this thing because I'm using the wrong one. Got to reload though, it's a bit of a pain. Hi. Alright, so what have we got here? Are we out? Oh, we're out. I thought I had one room left. Sorry, we had like 7 or 8 minutes left. I was presumed there was another room. Right, local, we have 3 people. You from what looks like an NPC corp. And you, which looks like another. I've got to keep an eye on local, by the way, because I am in. I don't know why I bothered putting this character in faction warfare, especially since my faction warfare alt, like combat alt, is CEO of that corp. For some reason, I still put my main in there, which is a pain, because now recording videos becomes twice as difficult. In fact, I can even show you me loss before I actually started, just getting things ready. So here we go. This is the first one I bought. Decided I'll buy that from Vegeta, you know, take it back. Nothing to worry about, and I got caught on the way for getting us in faction warfare, and I can actually be attacked in high sec, and then lost that one. Didn't even shoot back, so I was like, well, actually, I'm quite fast, so let's see if I can get back to the gate. Couldn't get back to the gate, and then not only that, but they were super fast locking, obviously a bit of a gate camp. They know how to lock people up super quick. They then blew up my pod, which had all the implants in. I was like, no, did you have to? But they did, and now I've got 50 mil for something. Red-handed. Thank you. You're in local as well. Thank you, red-handed. So far, that 50 mil. I don't know if red-handed's maybe in chat somewhere, but that 50 mil has actually given us more ISK in the last hour than running 3 Abyssal sites. So there's that. I don't know what else to say. Thank you. I love it when people give me ISK. I don't need it, by the way. In fact, if we just open this thing up. I don't know where to get this number from, because I know it's not that high. Oh, it's gone down now. 100 million. 100,000 million billion. Yeah, 7. I'm worth 7 billion. I'm actually worth about 7 when I actually go around and sell all my stuff. Worth about 7. Honest to God, yesterday, I don't know where to get the numbers from. That, when I was in a Mars space, that went up to 74 billion. For some reason, when I go to a Mars space, I'm worth 74 billion. I'd love to know how they work that out. But yeah, I've got lots of money, mate. I mean, as you can see, to me, this is an expensive fit. 369 is expensive. I've only gone more expensive with my Legion, but to be honest, my Legion's mainly used in high sec, doing silly high sec things where I know I'm like completely safe and I'm never going to get in trouble. I think at most I'll spend on that is like 1.1 billion. But to be honest, once I usually buy it, when I'm in the mood to spend a bit of money, I'll buy it and I might use it for some stupid things. And then I'm like, yeah, let's sell that, because if I lose that, I will just be like completely disappointed and so will never forgive myself. So yeah, 7 billion, I mean, it's completely fine for me. How much do I actually have on me cash? Got 1 billion on me. That's alright, innit? It's alright. Right, let's get into another one anyway. Talking money all the time. I'm not minted. Don't claim to be minted at all. I just know I've got enough money to do what I like to do. First of all, let's heal up everything. I don't know how much damage we took then. Let's just have a look. Oh, you took a tiny, tiny bit. There we go. Right, so on to number 2. Let's take all these out as well. This thing, how much are these things worth? Oh, that's right, I'm docked up. It's not going to tell me, is it? Contracts. Well, that's not right, is it? Oh, there's loads of bits in there, that's why. But yeah, this is how much some of these things can go for. I mean, he's probably got loads in there looking at him. He's got lots of bits of bobs in there. But some of the Abyssal mods are going for like lots. Lots and lots. Let's put like my hanger anyway. Don't want to take that with us. Lots of ammunition still. Quite happy just to go out with the ammunition we've got. It counts blueprint copies and blueprint originals. Alright. We have lots of them. But that should be included in this now, shouldn't it? So if I go to a Mar, is it possible that in a Mar they're worth more? So it goes up? So that's the only thing I can think of. Maybe someone's manipulated the market in a Mar for one item in particular, and I've maybe got 1 or 2 of them, and now suddenly I'm worth billions when I go there. I'm not going to go there now because it's quite far away, and obviously I'm in like the other half of the system. The decay thing's worth 1 to 2 million. Yeah, I don't think so. It's the better. You can get better ones, can't you? Which are like more guaranteed to give you better pluses on your goodies.
Warp drive active.
I've just realised SAMWC stands for Super Awesome Mega Wicked Cool, but it almost looks like an abbreviation for sandwich. Kind of a bit smoky, you know. Sorry. I don't think you can tell, because when I'm recording my videos, I quite often use this. Obviously, you guys don't see it because I edit it out when I'm in between, like walking around, I edit it out. But I can never notice when I'm using my vape in the house. Not on the camera anyway. The gravid and unstable ones, yeah, they're from the higher tiers, I think. In fact, I couldn't swear to it that you get the better ones from higher tiers. Maybe they just have a higher spawn rate. Maybe it is possible to get the gravid and unstable ones, like Greg says, in the lower sites. I don't know. Right, so let's use this one, and then we'll be entering unknown territory, because I've not actually done a 3 yet. All fully reloaded. Everything's happy. Our tank is holding out completely perfectly fine, even without the extra like 200 or 300 million spent on the officer mods and stuff for the lows. We are doing fine. Right, so we've got some more Leshaks and things that we want. The Nova Javelin for them. Let's get our mods going whilst I remember. And lock some things up as well. Do we have any of those pillars in here? I'm going to call them pillars, I never remember what they're called. No, right, so let's also get the explosive out. And let's start taking these things down while they're already damaged. We're already getting some fire from these, which is not a big deal. What's my range on these long ones? 31. Alright, so you're actually within range of that as well. Alright, I want to get this other one going. Cap stable, so might as well. There we go. Yeah, so let's take these Leshaks out while, as I say, they're quite damaged. Once the Leshaks are done, then we'll start going around taking the drones with us. To go get the mods. Right, so that one's right next to the gate. Not really too bothered about that one. There's one like this one, which is miles away when I want to start heading towards. Wow, he went out of range quick, didn't he? Back towards him. That's no point, he's near dead. But yes, there is, because now he's outside of range of these. No, he's not. I'm using me long range ammo. Ugh, get it right. Right, so I'm actually going to flick over rage here to damage here to me rage. Which one was heading towards the sun? Let's go for that one. Yeah. Let's keep on top of what we're doing here. Get both of them going. Let's get these going. Did I actually flick that over? Yeah, max flight range of 17. Right, so there's one. I think ideally thermals for these, but only tiny little things anyway, so I'm sure they'll die just as quick. If it was the battleship drone NPC, then yes, I would. So make sure I flick over damage. Right, so they're quite far away now. They've aggressed my drones, I'd imagine. Yeah, yellow. Is that one I'm heading to? No, that one. There we go, so he's come back to me. So the thermal out now. He's down. Get on this one. Close enough to get both of these off. I think we've just triggered, yep, a pillar. Oh, I've just realised I managed to scram or web this thing, so at least that thing can't escape. Drones, blow that up, will you? Oh, that's right, you get a speed nerf as well, don't you, when you're inside of that thing. Right, loot, so grab that one. We also should be right next to another one. Wasn't the one like just here? Yeah. Keep the drones in for the time being. Let them heal up a little bit. Sandwich. Sandwich. Could be worse. I could call a sandwich a bap or a bomb. No, not. Oh, come on. I'm not paying attention. I didn't even loot it. Right, so we're close enough to this one. I can loot that one. Get back to that one. Come on, we're wasting time now. I reload this to, yeah, keep the rage in there, Nova. Don't tell me I'm stuck. I have once got stuck inside an asteroid, and I was like, oh, for God's sake, and I was literally stuck for like 2 or 3 minutes. It was the last room, and I literally just like full belt with micro warp, bounced into it, and my ship turned around to come back, but the inertia carried it into the asteroid, and it took me ages to work my way out. And I was like, if I die because of this, I will be complaining to CCP. Kind of did what I did now, so he bounced in it, but I stayed in it. I didn't come back out. Wow, these are well far away. Where's the gate? There's the gate there. So there's one there, 59. Which is pretty much on top of the gate. Right, so we'll head straight towards this. That's quite far away, that. That's ridiculously far away. I've done it quite a lot. I've seen me panic and actually like warp scram containers when I'm doing data and relic sites. I'm like, because you've already got it locked and selected, haven't you? Because you're obviously using your mod on it, and you're like, click, 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 and you're like, oh, okay, I'm dead now. And then when you actually, because I record obviously a lot of the stuff in case I want to make a video out of it, I look back and I'm like, I didn't even shoot a single bullet at him. I was trying to take out the container. I'm like, you will not have this container. It's mine. Alright, so we're slowly bending over to this. We've used a quarter of our time already. We've got 15 minutes, 10 seconds, 9, 8. Yeah, so occasionally you do get rooms like this where they are like 117 kilometers away from each other. It's just a bit unlucky sometimes. So you can do them where one will be like, they'll be 50 away from the gate, and then you go to 50, and then one will be 10 away, and then another one will be 20 away, and then you go back to the one by the gate and then jump through. But then sometimes they're literally at opposite flipping ends to the room at either side. Oh, in the market. Yeah, that was clever of me, wasn't it? Thanks, Paul. I'll keep an eye out then for who's in there. Yeah, looks like I flashed my system. Although actually thinking about it, you can all tell what system I'm in anyway by what gates are available on the overview. If it's clever enough. If you really wanted to come hunt me down for all of 5 mils worth of risk, I can get concorded because I'm not actually suspect. You know, go for it. And I'm in a not exactly PvP fit, but at least I can take a swing at yous as well before Concord turns up. Oh wait, I've got to actually blow this up, haven't I? Yeah. I was going to say, don't you dare be empty after I've travelled all this way. Go, another mil and a bit in there. So we're definitely getting more loot than the last one. We're up to about 5 mil RES now. Yeah, so that one, and that one. In fact, it's not even 5 mil, that's including me bloody missiles. I already had 4 mil. So that's why I didn't want to go for this super mega awesome, wicked cool. If I can't have the container, no one can. Exactly, Greg. If I can't have that container, no one. I don't even know if it's possible to blow them up. I'm going to try that. I'm just going to warp into a site and just start shooting at the container and see if I can blow the thing up. Probably one of those indestructibles, won't it? But that's why I didn't go for the super awesome billion-esque fit, because chances are, as soon as I get to like level 4, possibly even level 3, but as soon as I get to like level 4s and 5s, I will definitely start losing ships. And doing 3 or 4 sites and getting, I don't know, maybe if we're lucky, 50 mil and losing a billion-ish ship, so that's really not cost effective. That's why I went for the cheaper one. But at the same time, it's no fun me doing this in a ship that's worth 15 mil, because you guys can go out and do that. So you might as well put a little bit of effort in. I think 300 odd mil is a decent price for, you know, a ship for a stream. Stop bouncing off things. Right, reload these. Jump through that. Oh, there we go. 16 mil. What was that? It's probably this one. Apparently it's worth 8 mil. Oh, then again, I was going to say, I bought the dark one, didn't I? No one seems to do the dark ones. Don't know why. Because there is no negative... what's it called? No negative thingy here. Resistance. You don't get a resistance penalty, so you don't need to worry about like having to put an extra energized adaptive thermal plate or anything on there. But for some reason people don't like them. Right, so now we have... These are sleepers, aren't they? Are they sleepers? I forget what that ship is. Just by looking at it anyway. But yeah, it's Omni. It's not a drone one. Doesn't look like a drone one. Right, so wait till they get a little bit closer. I want them a bit closer to me. To be honest, this one's kind of close enough, so we'll wear a bit more. We'll whack these out and we'll get the thermal out. And we'll start taking this guy out. Any pylons? We're going to call them pylons now. There's those clouds. So if you get them in them, they get increased signature radius. And you'll be doing a little bit more damage to them. So I could, if I really wanted, lead them into there. But instead, everything's getting quite close to me now. I'm going to go for... How far away is the gate? Gate's 30. Alright, let's go to this one here. Is that by the gate? Doesn't look like it. Oh wait, no, it's up there. Yeah, that's not by the gate. We'll go for that one. Right, drones engage that. Why is nothing coming towards me now? Maybe that's their optimal. It's like quite far away. Alright, well in that case, get on that one. At least my guns, there we go, can hit that one. And I can grab him. And yes, I do refer to missiles as guns. They go in the gun slots. They are guns. Yes, we're taking that out and then we'll just carry on our mission up towards this one here. Pretty sure it was that one. No, it wasn't. Is it that one? Don't know. We'll go towards this one anyway. It's the furthest away now. As long as it's not right next to the gate, is it? No. Right. I don't know. Go for that one. I might actually start having to head towards these if they don't come to me. Why are they not coming towards me? Must just have an optimal range of like whatever distance to that 20 is. In that case, we'll just switch over to any javelin. We should be able to hit them as long as they stay within 30. We can get hold of them. Yes, we haven't reduced their velocity down. But again, I'm kind of going for time on this one. Is this the last room? I keep forgetting how many rooms I've done. Pretty sure this is the last room. Could be wrong. But yeah, it's outside already. How close am I to this now? 19. I might as well just keep going for this. Might as well grab this first. And then, there we go, we'll quickly grab this, spin round, and then go help our little poor defenseless drones out, which has taken no damage whatsoever, so these should still be moving towards me. They're just either incredibly slow, or they've reached their optimals, which is 35. That was worth it, thank you. That one there is at 28, but I'll drones request that one. Drones, just come back in case they are following you and not me. There we go, look at that. See, straight up, they were after me drones. Even though they didn't go yellow, they were actually after my drones. So let's just orbit this guy. Drones back out. Get these things on to keep them next to me. I will never actually need this NOS, by the way. I know it's there and you're thinking, why am I not activating it? But to be honest, NPCs work exactly the same as players. So unless their cap is higher than yours, you won't get anything from them. So basically, once I start getting neutered by, say, maybe 2 or 3 things, or a battleship comes in, so it's not really worth me activating it. I mean, I won't get anything from them. We can try it on this one. We have 1 cycle off. I don't need it anyway. I'm cap stable, especially when I'm not being neutered. I'm completely cap stable. But there you go. Naught's actually neutered from it, so it's not even worth activating it on these guys. Oh, webs. Before he goes too far away. There we go. All we need to do is head towards this one. Evo is the gunslinger. Just so you all know, he is the gunslinger. If you've not checked out Evo's channel, by the way, I definitely recommend doing so. He's a tiny small YouTuber who thinks he's big. So if we just all make him feel better by hitting that subscribe button, so it'll make his little day. But no, seriously, he does a lot of YouTube videos. He's actually pulling out more YouTube videos a day than I am. He manages to get 2 out somehow. But they're all good, to be honest. He's doing a lot of Eve fits at the moment for different ships, and even I've still 1 or 2 of them. So definitely worth checking out if you have the time. And no, he did not pay me to say that before anyone says it in the chat. Right, drones come back. Definitely do not want to be leaving you guys behind. Pretty sure this is the second room. If it is, we have 1 whole room to go, and we have, how long have we got left? 6 minutes to do it. Wow, that screen went a bit funny then, didn't it? That was going funny for you guys. Looks like it's lagging, or like the frames are dropping. How strange! Getting frame drops in Eve. Let's jump through anyway. Ah, reload! Quick! No, I missed the reload. Instead, I'm targeting something while jumping. There we go. Should be quite easy. We got these lucid things again. Oh, frigates. We'll just head towards the gate just in case. In fact, there's a cache there. Let's actually go towards that. It's towards them as well. Reload. When we're on Nova. What's Nova? That's the short range again, isn't it? Oh, sorry, Javelin. Actually, long range, so I can start blapping some of these things. Go for that one. You're closer. And we'll get explosive out. Bomb. Start shooting that thing. He's close enough now to activate that. Hurry up and take him out because I need to lock this. Paid you 2 baps, he did. Gave me 2 Sarnies. Drones are still doing fine. Oh wait, we've got one of these things. What are you? You're not even on my flipping thing. What are you? Oh, you're the warp gate. Done. Just being such an idiot. Alright, drones, go for this one. I'm just gonna take my guns off for a second because I want to blast this thing. We are being neutered by 2 frigates. Not really such a big deal. 2 frigates should not be able to neut us out. I'll take them. Where's the next one? 51. Let's head towards that. Get my guns back on this thing. Let's actually reload to the short range. I'm just gonna go for rage. These are omni damage, pretty sure. So we'll go for rage. In fact, are they drones? I find it really hard sometimes to tell the difference between the drones and just like normal ships, but we're still winning. Drones are getting targeted quite a bit, so pull them back. Next we're going to go for these Lucid Fire Watchers because they're neuting me. Not being such a big deal. You can see my cab down there is doing absolutely perfectly fine still. But so it doesn't hurt, does it, to take them out still. 13, what's the range on these? Should still be hitting them. There we go, he's down. Right, so let's get some damage on this. Let's get the drones back out. Let's go for the explosive ones. And this is the one we're going towards. I'm going to switch me ammo for a second. Not ammo, sorry. Switch target with me main DPS for a second. Just take this out. 2 volleys should easily do it. And for some reason, things automatically jumped over to something else. Drones, stay on the same thing I told you to. 2 webs on them will definitely increase the damage. Being targeted again, we'll get them out. Go to the next one. How long have we got? 4 minutes. Lots of time. Where was the gate again? Gate's that way. Okay, yeah, so we're heading in the right direction, aren't we, for the lootage. Back out again. This one. Although he's just gone outside the range for me scrams or webs even. Yeah, let's actually start taking these out because time is getting on. The last thing I want to do is actually get all the loot but not be able to get out because there's 1 flipping frigate left. Yeah, let's take these out. There we go. Definitely close enough now. Let's start heading back towards these. Get that fire watcher. Actually, I'm already on the fire watcher. Drones, go for that one instead. Excuse me, bit of a dribbly nose again. 2-3 minutes left, it's fine. I keep outrunning them. So what it is, it's because they're attacking me drones again. There you go, see, as soon as my drones come back, he's straight back on top of me. Right, drones back out. Take that thing out. I'll start on this. not listening to me today, are they? Loot, grab that one. It's going to be a bit tight for time, this one. I don't know why I lost so much time on this. Right, so let's head towards that one. I can actually attack that from here with my drones. So let's make sure there's actually something in it first. Please don't tell me I'm miles away. I am miles away from the gate. 2 minutes left though. Should be alright. Right, let's grab that and have a quick dash to the gate. Hopefully we don't get stuck on anything. Minute and a half. I'm getting a bit sweaty. It's going to be pushing the time for this one, I think. Go towards that gate. Diddling. Oh, a minute and a half actually. We should be fine a minute and a half. Get the drones back in. Pushing it for time actually. I don't think my DPS is quite high enough. Speed is also holding us up. I mean, now we're wasting just time. Slow burning around like a second or two. Yeah, 4 minutes, lots of time, 40 seconds. Oh no, where did that all go? 50 seconds, 51. Yeah. Right, so I think this is the last, isn't it, of the level 2 ones. Oh, please tell me this is the last room and I've not miscounted. It should definitely be the last room. 30 seconds. Also, it takes a long time to jump through this gate, so I'm hoping the jump actually through the gate. Jump. So I'm hoping I can't die, like, now. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13 seconds. Because that's a long time. That's about 5-6 seconds to activate that gate. And it's still counting down while I'm jumping through it. Weird. Right, so that was the last of the Tech 2 ones, or level 2 ones. Only people in the local. Just me! Right, so let's dock up again then. And let's go for the next one. How long have we been streaming for? 2 hours. Usually only go for about 2 hours. Right, so we'll keep going anyway. Again, I have no idea how many people are in local. Good thing in 5. I've not been overheating anything. Ah, silly me. Right, we're now going to the level 3s. So things will be getting overheated.
Docking request accepted.
Oh, we got a fair amount from that, didn't we? So we got 3, nearly 4 mil there, and 18 mil from that one. That's quite good. Well, compared to all the others we've done so far. Right, let's just repair all of them. Repair all. Nothing majorly damaged. Let's make sure it's all nice and safe anyway. So we have agitated, exotic, electrical, got the hiccups now. Right, so yeah, we've got to be on the dark one. So I'm just going to disappear for a second, guys, because I'm really need to pee. Drinking too much water. In fact, I need to fill my water bottle back up as well. So give me, what, say, 2-3 minutes. That won't be long. And we'll jump back into it. So I'm just going to leave you with this screen. A quick cool video done by myself, Disowned Hero, and in this episode I'm going to be giving you a quick overview / review of EVE Online and what I think you need to know if you're planning on playing this for the very first time. Now, in case you don't know, I am only a small YouTuber with dreams of being big, and a lot of my content is based around EVE Online. I do how-to guides, entertainment videos, and just general videos based on EVE Online. I've been playing for about 4 going on 5 years now, and I like to think I have experienced a lot of what EVE has to offer. If you do fancy playing EVE Online for the first time, then check the description down below. You'll find a link there which will take you to the official EVE Online website, where you can create a character and get a whole bunch of skill points to start off with, so you'll be one step ahead of everyone else. Other than that, let's get on with it. So let's start with something you probably already know. EVE Online is a massive online multiplayer sandbox game with thousands of active players. At the time of recording this, there was actually 40,000 people online. Everyone plays on the same server in the same space, so you can track down anyone who's online and engage them in combat, trading, chat, or anything else the game allows you to do. Since EVE is a sandbox game, what you can do is pretty unlimited. Want to dominate the PvP world? Go for it. Want to become a billion or trillionaire and controls EVE player base? The option is there. Have an urge to form the ultimate alliance or corp similar to guilds in other games and literally control huge areas of space? Good luck to you. The point is, you can, and people have done this stuff as well as much more. There are Reddit stories, YouTube videos, countless forum posts, all based on actual events just like these, which range from spies crumbling huge empires from the inside out, and huge space battles that see thousands of players all in the same area, all fighting one another. In fact, there are very few rules in EVE and very little you can do to actually get banned. I think getting banned would be pretty difficult, but bans can be handed out for charity scams, real world abuse, racism, and a few other bits and bobs. Things that would be considered cheating or bannable in other games, such as scamming players for in-game items and money, is perfectly legal in EVE Online, and be prepared to see multiple scammers in the main trading areas spamming chat with such scams and cons. It's almost encouraged. So the game itself, when you first start, you'll have to create a character, and you will choose from one of the main 4 races. This is Amar, Kaldari, Minmatar and Gauntlet, each with 3 sub-races, and once you've done that you have multiple backgrounds you can choose from. But to be honest, none of this makes any real difference to the game, as it only affects starting skills, and every character at some point can train into every skill. Creating a character in EVE Online can take hours, as it has one of the most advanced character creation tools I have ever seen. Once again, now this doesn't make much difference to the game, as you will spend most of your time looking at your ships and overviews, but at least your picture in the corner when you type into chat looks good. Gameplay itself is unique to most other space games. People looking to grab a joystick and manually fly and shoot may be disappointed, as EVE plays more like a third-person strategy game than it does a first-person shooter, with most inputs being done by clicking through menus. Not hard to see why this game is often referred to as Spreadsheets Online or Spreadsheet Simulator, as the amount of information you have to sift through and have at the ready can sometimes be overwhelming to the most experienced player. This does not make it any less fun, however, and strategy, skill and experience is still the aim here if you want to dominate in the world of New Eden. After playing this game for multiple years, I can tell you that even now, I don't understand how some stuff and aspects work. New players will find themselves referring to guides, how-tos and asking for help in the help chat a lot when they first start. All hail EVE's well-known difficulty curve. The only plus is that completing basic challenges and goals can feel extremely rewarding, considering how much time and effort you have to put into learning what you're doing. Plus, since this is an MMO, you can always join a new player-friendly corp that will guide you through what EVE has to offer, with some even going as far as giving you ships, skill books, items, and even ISK, which is the in-game currency, to help you and keep you interested in the game. Make it past this initial new player phase and I can almost guarantee you will be hooked for life. The game never gets stale. Once you know what you are doing and can fit a ship and have the confidence to travel around and try new things, you will find unlimited content available to you. This ranges from mining raw materials, manufacturing ships, searching the cosmos for lost artifacts, hacking into data banks for tasty loot, creating settlements on planets, completing NPC missions, becoming a space trucker. The list goes on and on and on. And everyone's favourite, flying bigger and more badass ships. There are mass amounts of different ships in EVE, each with its own bonuses and disadvantages. Add to this that there are literally an unlimited way of fitting each ship, means if you ever get bored of one, you can just simply jump into another. Bigger variants of these ships being carriers, dreadnoughts and titans, some of which can go for up to £1,000 in real world money, and yes, some people do sell them on eBay and Craigslist. Alright, so I am back. Let's have a look what you guys have been saying in here. I need an intermission screen. I actually do. If you have one handy, then by all means, Evo, send it over to me. I never usually plan on streaming that long, or when I first started, I never planned on streaming that long. I'd need an intermission, so that's why I haven't got one. I just haven't started one. Lewin, hope I'm saying your name right there, says 2 times web is better than 1 web and 1 target painter. Now, I was thinking, actually, when I did steal this, that I thought it was a bit strange it didn't have a target painter, but it seems to be working okay, question mark, so we'll just kind of stick with it. We are inside the, for anyone who's just joined, we're doing, I I'm calling it the Abyss. What did I call it again? I forget now. The Abyss Gauntlet, where we get 2 ships and we have to do 2 of every site to as high as we can possibly go. End game being that we keep all 2 ships and obviously complete all of the sites. And I am running in particular the dark sites, which actually increase the. Let's just actually view this to make sure I get it right. Which increases your. My chair seems to have gone small. Hold on. There we go. I'm higher again now. Am I still inside the webcam? Just if I sit up straight I go out, but yeah, I pretty much sit here, so we should be fine. Yeah, which does, it gives everyone, not just me, gives all ships, that's why it says ships there, not just like you, ships in the environment receive a bonus to maximum velocity, so everything is moving faster, and you have a penalty to turret range. So basically everything in there, except for things using missiles, actually thinking about it, because it doesn't seem to affect my missiles, everything in there is moving faster and has to come closer, which means also their tracking is going to be off slightly, so I'll take less damage, but like I said, they are moving faster, hence the 2 webs on it. Now painter could work, and we also have a suggestion that if we drop one web, excuse me, itchy nose, if we drop one web, we could also put a cap booster on there, which might be more effective, especially when Newton starts picking up in the 3, 4s and 5s. But which all we can do really is just keep going. The original fit for this, by the way, I have this one which I made cheap. I also have this one here, which is I've called costly, but I even dumbed this one down from what the guy suggested in his YouTube video, which I can't remember his name off the top of my head, so I will link his channel in the description once I've finished streaming. I'll definitely put it in there for you guys if you want to check it out. And he was running the level 5 dark sites in this thing, but yeah, I've dumbed even this one down already up to 960 mil, which has the heavy assault missile launcher 2s in the highs, a medium energy NOS, except for he had a dark blood one there. I didn't see the need in it, so I've took that off and put a 2 in there. A B-type, I don't know what that says, call them. B-type afterburner. We've got 2 Fed Navy stasis weapon fires. He had a different cap battery, but I was stable with just the Republic Fleet Large. He had 2 officer army repairers there, which I changed for the Tech 2, and they were like 300 mil altogether. Dread Garista ballistic controls and the Dark Blood energizer there. So yeah, this is 960 mil, and I've dumbed this down. This was well over $1 billion if you actually kept his fit. So here's the one I'm rocking again for anyone who's just turned up. I've got the 2 heavy assault missile launcher 2s, the medium nave. I actually took the Tech 2 one off. Oh, that's right, because I had cap problems, CPU problems with this one. So we went for the nave, scoped there. We have a standard 10 MN afterburner 2, 2 stasis weapon fire 2s, although these are starting to prove maybe not that effective because the range is within 10 and things seem to kind of flit between about 9,000 kilometers and maybe like 12,000, depending on whether they suddenly attack by drones and move out of range. So maybe if I did go for some, I don't know, faction ones, maybe just to increase the range, and then would be better. Republic Fleet Large cap battery, 2 medium armor repairer 2s, 2 ballistic control system 2s, and a standard energized and adaptive nano membrane 2, as well as a medium loading bay accelerator 2, and the warhead flare catalyst 2 there as well. So speed should not be a problem for missiles, so everyone gets a speed bonus. These 2 are slowing them down. This thing here, I'm pretty sure does help with the speed as well, target velocity, yeah. So regardless of speed, they'll be taking full damage. Yes, if they're smaller, target painter would help and stuff, but yeah, speed seems to be the name of the game here. So what I can do is just carry on with the fit he's been using and been proven to use in the Dark Tech 5 sites. I mean, yeah, I've dumbed it down, but he was doing it alright. So if we actually get to the 5s, which I doubt we will, I think we'll die in probably the 4s. Yeah, we'll look at maybe switching the fit around. I do have 2 of these, like I said, we'll be running 2 of these. You've got to lose all 2 to lose. So I didn't really want to lose 2 1 billion-esque ships. That just seems really counterproductive to me. So losing 2 300 mil ships is still a kick in the teeth, but it's not as bad as, well, being shot in the bottom, shall we say. Alright, so let's have a look. What is it? Missile precision scripts instead of a second web. That's also another way we could go. Is this the Sutonia 2-bill Sacrilege fit? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Let me just search for this guy, okay, guys? Because I stole it from him. It's only fair I kind of give him a little bit of credit for this. So I just simply typed in Sacrilege Abyss, because it's the only combat destroyer thingy I can actually fit. So where is he? Right. Stupid advert, go away. Don't know if you guys probably be able to hear this actually. If I know it's muted. It was actually Eve is Easy. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't remember that name. Eve is Easy. I'll just take the link for that. And I'll just put it in the chat here. So if you guys want to check them out, you can do. That's where I got the fit from. And as soon as it's one of the only ones I watched, really, he explained everything really well. And it all made sense. I just took his fit and dumbed it down a bit. So yeah, there you go for that one. Definitely. Yeah, Eve is Easy. I don't know his name, Sutonia. I don't recognize that name, but Eve is Easy, yeah. I'm surprised I didn't remember that because he's a channel I kind of follow and usually I recognize him everywhere, but for some reason it just completely went out my brain. But it was his fit I stole, so if you have a problem with it, go kick off on him because I've stole it straight from him. Right, what's going on in my corp and stuff? Nothing really going on. Brother Chaplain, you're going to bed, so have a good night, matey. Rosetta, I think you're watching. How's it going, man? Local, it only has 2 people in it still. I keep looking at local, by the way, because I'm part of faction warfare. I need to make sure no one comes out to attack me. Also want to make sure that you guys don't come out to try and kill me. Now you know which system I'm in as well. Okay. But we're in high sec. And did I even grab a filament? I don't think I did. We're in high sec. I forget which level actually makes us go suspect. I'm pretty sure it's not 3. I think it's like 4 and 5. So unless you're going to get concorded for killing me for my like 10 mils worth of loot or just for the giggles, then it's not really worth it. I'm kind of safe. Alright, did I actually pick up? No, I didn't. Alright, so let's see what we're up to the level 3s now, aren't we? So level 3. 3 little hairs on his fodded. Put him in there. Just the 1, please. Still got lots of ammo. If we are going to be overheating, it might be worth taking nanite repair paste with me. In case we take too much overheat damage, but unfortunately, yeah, it doesn't look like I have any. 7th hangar is empty actually because this corp's fairly new. Ah, yeah, there's none there. It's a shame that I usually have nanite repair paste kicking around all over the place. Right, let's just jump into it. Jump out of station. Let's go to our nice super safe, which no one will ever find in a billion years. By the way, when you do jump into the abyss, you do leave behind like a little trail basically, which can be scanned down. I don't think it appears on the overview, could be wrong, but it can be scanned down if someone has combat probes. Might even be able to use regular probes. There we go, we've got combat probes out in system now. So who is this in the Ortherus? Because there's only me and you in here. What are you possibly scanning down? Come on. You might not be in thing actually, you might just be looking for what I do, which is blowing up MTUs and stuff. Well, I guess we'll find out when we come out, shall we? Alright. So let's jump in. There it is. Fierce. So up to level 3 now. Dark matter as usual. Going to tell us everything the same. So level 3s we can activate for a fleet. So let's jump in. You just logged off to watch the stream. You can't stay online, you know, and watch the stream. You don't have to log off the game. Right, so this one. The challenge is to get through them all. Didn't say you had to get all the loot. So we're just going to start heading towards these. And, yeah, what's this one giving us? 60% tracking speed. Hey, you don't need tracking speed. Yeah, the idea is to get through the site. I didn't say you had to get all the loot, so this one we might just rush through and kill everything. Maybe just grab a few things which are close to us. Alright, so I don't know why these things... Oh, they do appear on overview just here. Mobile tracking, deviant, auto. Right, so drones are not going to be too good. Actually, they're getting close pretty quick. So let's start letting off some things. Are they actually in range to start annoying my drones yet? This one... Where's the gate? The gate's 42, 33. So, alright, so we might get some of the lootages from in here. Everything still seems to be aggressed to me, which is nice. Real pain when you start going after your drones instead of you, because as I said, they just seem to... I mean, that one there is turning around. Don't go after me. Look at that. Get off me, drones. Come to me. But drones need to come in now anyway, because they're being targeted. I'm using the Fed Navy one, so it's not really too big a deal. Actually, they will withstand a little bit of damage. So we know we just pull them out for a second. Take a few shots. Maybe not that one actually, because you're already damaged. Come in. Come home. Right, so we've got all the big things. All we've got left now is like frigates and stuff. So let's start taking them out. Actually, we've moved away from that one. Could actually just move down. They're all on top of me. So if we move down and away, we can even get the 5th drone out without too much trouble. This one next. See, again, he seems closest to me. He's not going after the drones yet. Like I said, when I watched the videos on how to do this, the guy did say you kind of want to be moving towards these as you're doing the site, especially towards the higher tier ones. The enemies will follow you once they get within their ranges, as long as they're not aggressing your drones and end up standing still. They will follow you around, and you can keep blapping them away at their optimals whilst collecting these things. But that doesn't seem to be working out too well for us, and since, as I said, we want to get through these, not so much collect all the loot, just kind of make it through them. Obviously I'll collect as much as I can. We won't be doing that this time. Get the explosive ones out, they've not took any damage yet. Right, so don't get me wrong, we seem to be near. There's only 4 frigates left and we're still at 17 minutes, so I will go around and I'll get 1 or 2 of these. I might not be travelling 100 kms to get this one, but yeah, we will travel around a little bit to go get them. I'll get rid of that actually because you can't see too well. I tend not to watch the picture that much. I tend to like just keep an eye on the numbers on the overview. That's why I don't usually bother with this detailed overlay circle ring thing. It just annoys me. But like I said, if you get drones on this and you end up clicking on one of the drones on your overview, then you get dizzy watching it go round and round and round and round. Alright, so you're taking a bit of damage, you can come back. Now, if they were, like they are now, I was going to say, if they were going outside of optimal range, which this one's kind of getting there, I would pull all of the drones back. In fact, demonstrate that now, because you're still being targeted. Pull them back, you'll see these things will automatically start coming close to me, probably within about 6. There you go, 8 already, 7. And then as soon as they're back within range, just get them all back out. Because, like I said, what happens is the drones are orbiting that ship. I'm moving away towards something. That ship will stay with the drones and just drift further and further and further away. Alright, so last one. Even though... Oh, he's only got 1 web. So even though he's got 2 webs, my drones are still missing them just because of that speed bonus that everyone's getting. There you go, hit them. 2 webs is hitting them now. See, so 1 web, they weren't hitting them, so that's kind of just showing that it is working. 1 web, they weren't hitting them. 2 webs, they were. So, yeah, main damage is not the drones anyway, because they get targeted that often. That I'm actually going to overheat this time, because I remembered. Oh, that's right next to the gate is the one. Oh, they're both like 70, 80 away. Okay, we'll just go for the one by the gate then. If in the last room we have time, we'll go and collect everything else, but I don't want to waste time in this first room to find out, you know, that it's an overload off actually. So I haven't got nanites with me to repair it. I don't want to waste all my time in this first room getting everything to find. I've got no time in the last room and I'm deaded. So we'll just keep going. Hop in this one. Use my drone stuff, just reloading. I can't be asked reloading again. I did reload, didn't I? Yeah. And I did have a quick spy actually while I was out and about. I can only see how many viewers there are if I actually log into a different account and view this stream. And I think there was like 23 of you guys, so doing really, really well. So I have 23 people watching. Like I said, I was surprised when I had like 5 people watching. So I have 23 of you out there all sitting there watching, probably stream sniping like Evo says. So it's awesome. I'll take all of them. We've got a nice blueprint there. They can be worth a few bob. Can we find any contracts while we're here? Yeah, we can't find any contracts while we're here. Drones, come back, please. I'm going to leave you guys behind. There you go. Let's get all nice and safe and cozy in my belly. Get in my belly. Street matey. There you go. So into the next one. Right, lots and lots of cruisers. Don't look like drones. I forget the name for these guys. Because someone tell me what these ships are called, because I'm completely blanking on it. Wow, we're getting all sorts of good stuff. That one seems to be doing most of the damage. So let's take him out first, shall we? There we go. Bump, bump. We've got two. Actually, flick over to combat. We've got a short range deviants. They're going to take the drones out. That's going to be taking the drones out. And that's going to be taking the drones out. See, so if you're going for a drone bow fit, it really is not worth it. It does not work. There's that many things that will take your drones out, and your drones get aggroed that much anyway by the NPCs. It's not worth it. So most of your damage should be coming from your ship, not from the drone. So we'll take this one out. This is actually giving us the guidance disrupting for me for these things. So yeah, we'll take that out first. Then we'll flick over to something else within 10 ideally. There we go, grabbed him. So yeah, even though I do have the Republic fleet things, in fact you guys have got more health, you'll see how quickly, just keep an eye on their health down here, how quickly their health will start going down, especially with 3 of these things all wailing on them. So there you go, nearly down to half shield already. Yes, they're doing a little bit, they're not even hitting them. Yes, there you go, they're doing a little bit of damage, but at this point they're kind of useless. So we'll just keep pounding away. This one next, start moving towards him. I'm not the best view here, am I? Let's go for like this. There we are, so wailing on him. Rid of this. I end up with too many windows open. But again, they're still reviving themselves. We can get the explosive out for a few rounds, probably that one. Next, that's what we're going to be going for. Web him down to nothing. Open fire. Just keep an eye on our drones, because it's not going to be long until they're going to want to be pulled back. There we go, one of them's out of shield already. Yeah, get them back already. It's quite unusual to have 3. I've seen 2, like right next to each other. It's not very often you see 3 right next to each other. So this room definitely is not going to like anyone who's trying to run, you know, kind of droney boaty things in here. Right, we're starting to run out of targets. Let's lock some more of these up. Time we're doing 11:30. So no, you guys can't really see too well. I'll totally take my Legion out. You'll take my Legion out if you're Enforcer. Probably will do. For like the Concord ships are brilliant. I'm really liking them at the moment. Alright, let's go for this one. I keep hitting the drone button, but I haven't actually got any drones out. But we're still maintaining our full speed with this on, by the way, is up to 900 meters a second. Without the bonus from the room, I only get 616 meters a second. So we're getting quite a big boost, like a third or like 30% boost in our speed, which is nice. Right, so all our medium drones, you've all got your shields back. Out you go. I'm gonna get a few shots off of you guys. On this one, please, the one I'm actually firing at. There we go. I'll go for this one next just because it's closest. I'm being scrammed, but it's not affecting me in any way. I'm not exactly trying to warp off, there's nowhere to warp off to, and I don't have a micro warp, so it's not affecting me whatsoever. So they're getting damaged quite badly. So I'm gonna keep an eye on them. They're not far away, so they can come back almost instantly. Let's get them on this one actually, just for a few get a few rounds off. There we go, and then we'll pull them back. Don't really want them going into armor too much. Right, so there is, I'm pretty sure there's only 3 rooms throughout all of these. I don't think when you get to like 5 and 6 or whatever it goes up to, that suddenly there's like 20 rooms. There's not, there's only like the same amount, there's about 3. I actually need to reload that. Alright, so, there we go, it's auto, use our 10 auto reloading off for things, but that's auto reloaded for us, which is nice. That looks pretty, that doesn't it? Oh, pretty. Oh, there we go, done. Fire back. So our tank is still doing fine. I mean, yes, we're only in the level 3s, and we don't have that much DPS coming in. But as of now, I'm still wondering why you would spend the extra 300-400 mil on the officer mods down there. Just doesn't quite seem worth it. Not at this point, anyway. Alright, so 2 more left. Keep pushing F for me drones, but I haven't got any drones. Actually, let's have a look. How are you guys doing? You're all healed up. And thermals, you're not quite. Explosives, get out there. Actually, webs would help as well. Get out there, go get him. They're not completely useless, but you can imagine if you were doing this in a Gilla where your main DPS was your drones, that you're going to be, I wouldn't say nerfed at this point, but So you'll be losing a lot of your DPS, and he's just got out of range. Come back. Okay, so he is gone from your drones, as you can see. One there is quite far in structure, another one's not far behind. So pull them back. So what happens when they go after your drones, they just completely messes up their flip. See how quick he comes back then? Because the drones are gone, he's back onto me, he's back within like 5,000 in a few seconds. So drones sometimes can be a little bit of a disadvantage. Not saying you shouldn't have them at all, because they are handy, they do give that extra bit of DPS, but it can mess you up. You need to keep a very, very close eye on them. So it's not hard to suddenly realise that you're not even hitting them, maybe they've gone outside your optimal, and yeah, you can easily lose a room because you've wasted 2 or 3 minutes. Right, so where are all these things? There's one over there, one still down there, and in fact they're all down there. Alright, let's just start the closest one then. Let's get a few rounds of this overheated. There we go. Go away. Alright, loot. I'm probably just going to get this one from this room as well, because there's 3 rooms, we're a third of the way through. Now it's 7 minutes. So let's not screw ourselves over by being greedy and going for all the loot. So let's go for the next room. That would help if it was turned on. I mean, to turn overheat off, not everything. We're up to 11 mil so far, or 9 mil for them. That doesn't have a value yet. Obviously, the extra is coming from the drones. The ammunition I kind of already had. Girls have 500 drones. There you go. That's so. I don't fly a Gauntlet, so I don't really know what that turns to, but it's still, you couldn't keep them out indefinitely. Right, well, these are drones on you, so we definitely want thermal for this. Oh, we're inside a blue cloud. Signature raiders penalty. Right, so everything inside this blue cloud. If we actually stay in the blue cloud, let's go up here. And stay inside. Let's get everything into this blue cloud with us. Because we don't have a suppressor here, do we? No, we don't. Everyone's going to be getting a signature radius penalty, so I should be able to apply my damage so much better, especially with 2 webs on them. So these should be going down like flies. I could even get my drones out, because, well, my drones are awesome. Give them all nicknames. Next one. I don't really want to stop my ship. Let's just start orbiting something, actually. Just orbit that. Another one down. Yeah, so let's just stay inside there. So if you ever want to know what it does, obviously you just hover over this down here, I'll tell you. There is negative ones which will like affect your tracking and stuff. You kind of want to stay out of them. Unless, if you're not using guns, you're using missiles like what I'm using here, then you might want to affect the enemy's tracking by dragging them into it. That would be a tactic far too advanced for my tiny brain. Right, drones being aggroed a little bit. I'm just going to pull them back now before everything else gets onto them. I'm taking these out first because these are the ones which are disrupting my ballistic missile thingies. Ham, should I say. Alright, everything should... Oh, not explosive. Everything should have come off you guys now, so come back to me. Okay, see, we've left the effect of the cloud there, so let's just go back up here, get back into it. Alright, so it looks like I'm in the cloud, but I don't seem to be getting that effect. Maybe we're not deep enough. Alright, let's keep up on the DPS though. Let's not mess around with this cloud too much. Alright, so he's a little bit too far away, but still getting him. Yeah, this cloud, it's not working out too well for me, so we'll just start approaching the gates since it is quite far away. Oh, I'm flipping thingy in the wrong thing. Oh well. Oh well. Go for this one since it's like right there. Burns taking a bit of damage, but there's only 3 of them left, so I'm just going to keep them out. Let's go for this one next. We are slowly getting towards the gate. We still have 4 minutes left, which is awesome. Should be able to get a little bit of loot from this one. Let's start by going to... Where's the gate? The gate's there, so we're going to end up going past this one on the way. So let's go towards that one first. Need to reload myself. So that cloud did help a lot. You could see how quick they were going down to begin with. But then for some reason I just seem to have lost the cloud, so I don't really know what happened there. So 5 sets, cycle them and repair them. Yeah, so the Gilla can hold a lot more drones. So like I'm doing there, where just flick one out then the other. The Gilla, obviously you can flick a lot more out and instantly get them back out. I actually need to blow this thing up. That would help. Right, we've got 3 minutes left still, so lots of time to go see if we can grab another can. 4 mil inside that one, which is nice. That's 48 away. Right, so I've got 3 minutes basically, so once I get down to, let's go a minute in this direction, we'll even overheat for a few cycles. Hopefully we can get one more. In fact, we could even send drones out over there first to make sure there's something in it. Pretty sure this is the last stream, isn't it? I keep asking you guys this, you don't answer me. One of these days I'm going to think it's the last stream and it's going to jump through after like a minute left and be like, oh no! 2 Triglavian Leshak sitting there with crab dead. Come on, drones, go get him. 225 left. Anything in that one? Yes. I'm not going to go for that one. It's 105 away with 2 minutes. So it's not worth it. I'm going to be able to heat this thing up or repair this thing up soon anyway. So turn that off for a sec because it'll help us turn around. Oh, I don't know if it's flipping side of this asteroid. There it is. Ah! Move towards it then, Yanana. Well, I'm bouncing off this one, that's why I'm not moving. Go up. I'm just stuck on like nothing. Thank you. Loot that. Oh, sod off! You're wasting time. I'm gonna have to leave it in a second. Yeah, sod it. I'm gonna have to bloody leave it. I don't know what happened then. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. Go! Drones come back. Overheat this thing. Jump through that. How long have we got left? 1 minute 13. We should well be able to make that in 1 minute 13. Unless we start bouncing off this one as well. We're overheated. We're traveling at 1,190 a second. So yeah, we should be able to make that. Have not got time to go for that third one now. 106. I think we're going to be able to do these level 3 ones okay. I think on level 4 we're going to struggle to get any loot whatsoever. That's if we even make it through them. But we'll soon find out. Taking lots and lots of overheat damage, but everything's free to repair in any player-owned station, so that's not too much of a problem. It's not burning it out though. That might cause us some serious headaches if we do. Oh, too late. It's already gone. Luckily we're here now anyway. We have 29 seconds left. Jump. Because again, I don't know if when I actually start jumping like this time now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You have 12 seconds there when you're jumping. I don't know if you would die. Like if that countdown finished whilst you were like 6 seconds into that jump little animation, would you still die and lose your ship? I don't know. I wonder if you'd be able to put a complaint into CCP for that and be like, look, I was jumping the gate. It took 12 seconds for it to flip and work. Use sunlight repair paste. Yeah, I did look, Greg. I don't seem to have any with me. I could probably buy some, couldn't I? How many people have got in the system now? Ah, so whoever that was, because there was definitely combat scanner probes. What's this? No, don't give him money. I wanted to see who he was. Verkos. Okay. Alright, let's get ourselves docked up anyway. Where's my docky thing? There it is. Dock. Right, so tier 3s are doable in this. Still, to be honest, even if we didn't get all the loot, I think we still actually got more ISK value. We got 14 mil from that one. Plus whatever this thing's worth. See if we can find that in contracts now, shall we? 1.25 million, that's multiple items. Probably has one in, does it? Yeah, so it's not worth an awful lot, if anything. But hey, we got one. Excuse me, we got one. Maybe if you're into industry, this thing might be worth it. Yeah, you can carry 5 sets. Don't burn it out, please. I tried my best. I thought I'd stopped it, but I must have stopped it just as it burnt itself out. So, Can I repair that here? I hope I can. I should be able to. Be surprised if I can't. Unless that's it, I've got to bin it now. Not very often I burn things out, to be honest. I can't remember the last time I did burn things out. 10 repair from 0 to 100%. Yeah, so repair all. There we go. Cost nothing, and everything should now be back online. Boop. It is now anyway. There we go. Alright, so let's drop our loot off, and we've got another one of them to go. What am I doing? Loot's in here. Alright, so it's them 3. And that one. Still got lots of ammunition left. Don't need to worry too much about it. I've got a whole load of ammunition, so don't need to worry about that. So we're on another level 3 dark site. There he is. Dark. Make sure again that you grab dark, because you do start collecting them after a while, and the last thing you want to do is jump into what you think is a dark site, and then you find out you're in a, I don't know, firestorm 1, and you get an extra armor, which kind of negates the point in having 2 armor repairers, and you've got a big hole in thermal, which you weren't really planning for, so make sure you grab the right one. What? Good one, Greg. Just use 9 repair paste on him. Don't waste him when you can put paste on him. Or how did you edit? Don't waste when you can paste. Yeah. So 9 repair paste you can use to get rid of overheat damage and stuff from your modules. But I haven't got any, so let's say I don't usually overheat. I usually forget. 9 times out of 10, in fact 10 times out of 10, I forget unless someone actually says to me, hey, so overheat things. I'm like, oh yeah. So use the fierce one. See how we get on this time. Again, just going to be trying to get through it and grab 1 or 2. There we go. 1 or 2 of the little caches rather than all of them. Because I'd rather get out and have minimal loot than have all the loot but die because I didn't get through the gate in time. Since we had like 30 seconds left on that one, so let's not push our luck. So let's close that so you can all see better. And what have we got here? These are, I have no flipping idea. What are they? They don't look like drones or anything like, so we'll just keep them there. Get everything going. This one going. I want these staggered. Oh, and another one. I'm quite happy having thermal because I don't really know any better. Alright, which ones have we got at the moment? We've got another deviant suppressor and a mobility tracking. So I want to kind of keep them away from the tracking if I can. I also need to start locking things up. Too busy talking like an idiot to actually start fighting things. That one, that one, that one, and that one. Let's get some thermal drones out, shall we? These things are already pre-damaged, which is nice. Are they getting reps from anything? Yeah, they are. What's repping them? Okay, the Watchmen are repping them, right? So it might be worth actually taking the Watchmen out first, then if they're going to be repping things. Oh, these are near enough gone now. Drones, stay on what I'm telling you to shoot at, please. Alright, go for this one next. Right, you can come back. I've only got 1 web on you. There we go. So there's the Fed Navy Hammerheads back. Let's get these ones out. Next, I want those Watchmen's down. If they're going to be repping things up, I kind of want to take their Logi basically off the field. How is the volume for you guys, by the way? I did turn down the game volume. Just because, well, usually it's well louder than my voice. So hopefully you can hear me okay. You're not being overpowered by huge explosions and stuff right down your ear holes. Come on, get in range. There we go. Gotcha. Keep an eye on my drones because they're back in a bloody range of that tower pillar majiggy. But we've got him pinned down now. I'm blasting away at him, so he shouldn't last too much longer. Station containers are your friend. I actually have station containers. I usually forget the passwords for them, if I'm honest. Alright, this one next. I'm gonna keep my drones out there as long as I can. Right, what? Oh no, wait, there's 1 Watchman left, so he can't be getting reps off anything. Health actually make guns on him though. He shouldn't be getting reps off anything now. Keep an eye on me drones. Wait, why am I looking at this guy when I'm shooting at this one? There we go. Slowly but surely taking him down. I'm going to go for this one next just because he is within range, or at least he was in range for a brief second. Go towards him. There we are. Grab him. Lovely. See, they're all missing, all missing, all missing. I've got 2 on them now, so now they're getting a bit closer and he's near enough stopped. Oh, they're still missing. Prove me wrong then. Why not, Jones? There you go, hitting him now. Alright, move towards this one. I want you guys back. Just because I think he's aggressing you and not me. If he is, we should see a nice nice change in velocity from him coming towards me. Health is still shot at him. It might not be in range of me webs, but I can still shoot at him. There we go. Drones back out. Whack these 2 on him. Take him down. Where's the next one of these anyway? Miles away. Clashes seem to be all over the place. Again, I'm thinking out of now, going, they're not far away. I'm only like 50, I can go for them, but I am just going to leave them. I want to get through the sites and not just die stupidly. Right, so he's down. Jones, go see what's in that one. In fact, Jones, you could even go see what's in them too, couldn't you? Take that one out first. Then go to that one. Where am I going? Look at that. Reload ammunitions. Nicholas is back, everyone. He's made some food. Nicholas, it's going well, matey. We're in the level 3s now. We've done 1 already. Just doing our 2nd now, and I'm getting a bit greedy and starting to collect a bit more of the loot. Although we only collected like 3 or 4 caches from the last one and still made like 14 mil. So we're making more ISK than we did before. 6 mil alone in that one. Do we risk it, guys, and go for this one? We're only a quarter of the way through the time. 15 minutes. If we overheat for a few cycles and just get there a bit faster. We're now doing upwards of 1,000 meters a second. So we get a few cycles of that off. Wait till it reaches max velocity and then we'll turn, there we go, the overheat off. And then that'll be able to take a few seconds for it to go down, so we'd have made the most out of that little burst. See, it slowly comes back down. Alright, 22. This could be the deciding factor now. If I'm at the end and I have like 20 seconds left to get out and I'm still shooting at like a battleship or something, it'll be because I decided to go for this crate here, which best have more than like 1 mil worth of loot inside it. Dun, dun, dun. Come on. Oh, really? Why put them that far away and have F all in them? Alright, let's get a few burns again. Overheating this thing. No, don't turn it off. Overheating. Ah. Go. Overheat. Really pain to hit that button. There we go. Anyone want? I haven't got any. If I had 98 repair pace, see, I really wouldn't mind overheating, so I'll just be like, meh. No, we'll just use the repair pace, but I haven't got any repair pace, so we'll turn that off now, because this will absolutely kill us if we don't have it. So by like the 2nd or 3rd room, it's dead. We're basically dead. If we lose one of these, I think we'll be in trouble, but we should still be okay. So I need to keep that alive. Alright, so jump through here. Everything's reloaded and ready to go. And we are exactly on 1/3 of the time, 13.5 minutes. So yeah, let's leave the some loot now. And just make sure we get out. Right, so we have, these are definitely, that's a drone battleship. So what am I being hit with? Sensor dampener, hey. Not gonna affect me too much. Alright, I want him first. I want him off the field, although these are getting awfully close pretty quick. Alright, medium thermal, off you go. We've got no poles or anything, like a lampposty thing that's shooting at us. So just blow him up first. I'm not bothered about the sensor dampener, that's not going to affect me but at all. There we go, start letting off of these now. That's just affected my locking speed and... a bit closer, there we go. Locking speed and locking time. Not a big deal. I can still lock these up. Might take an extra second or two. Right, so he's going down rather sharpish. orbiting. Why am I still moving away from him? There we go. Do not go without outside 10,000. Everything will turn off and I'll be sad. Sad face. Sounds good to hear that with the Gauntlet. I'm not sure what fit you could possibly go towards. Definitely towards 500 mil-ish. Yeah, Gauntlets are expensive. Then again, these things aren't cheap. And these are 300 mil for the hull alone. So you can tell by that exactly how cheap fit I've actually put on this. Let's go to this view so we actually see what's going on, shall we? Drone's still doing okay. I'm still doing okay. I'm inside a cloud, which is giving me a penalty towards shields and stuff. Doesn't bother me. These guys are armor fit anyway. So there's no point trying to drag them into that one. Any other clouds here? Yeah, there we go. There's the blue cloud. It's usually a blue cloud in every room. So if I did drag them up there, they'll get the signature. 300% signature radius penalty, so I can hit them for more. But like I said, they can also hit me for more as well. It's kind of pros and cons. If you're in a room full of things hitting you with missiles, you might want to stay away from that cloud. If I'm in a room of like these, which seem to be hitting me with like some sort of... What is that? Not lasers, is it? It's like light cannons or something. Do you know? Getting them into that cloud would really help me out a lot. Might as well lock these up while I remember. These small ones, they should go down pretty quick. You can see one of them's actually, looks like it's aggressed my drone, so it's a complete different range to the others. Oh wait, no, that's a repping one, isn't it? Where is he? Yeah, he's repping them. I don't know how long it'll take to take him out. Yeah, no, bring him back. These nearly dead anyway. I should have spotted that first. That's a repping drone there. Plate Forger, he's actually healing him back up. A bit late now. If I'd spotted that first, I would have taken him out first since it's just the one of him. That's why he's at a different range to everything else, because he's healing, he's giving out the reps. Go towards him a little bit, there we are. Yeah, these should drop like flies. So we're actually doing okay time-wise on this one, like really okay. Drones are going attacking the wrong thing. No, come back here. How far away is it? We've got one loot can just there. The gate's right next to us though, so that's probably just the one next to the gate. Right, this one next. We really need to reload, but we'll see if we can get him with just what we've got here. Lovely! Reload them now, I'll just remember. Drones, go. Oh, I've not locked that yet. Drones, go blow that thing up. Off you go. Do my bidding, drones. Alright, loot. Let's have a look what we got from this one. Yoink. A few bits of paper. Lovely. Do we go for this? I'm going to go for this. We are on about half time. We've got 9 minutes. In fact, it's 9 minutes. Sorry, let's just go through the next gate, shall we? Yeah, let's not get greedy and blow ourselves up. If we have lots of time in the last room, we can always just travel around and go get stuff from there. No, I'm actually not dead yet. I'm doing okay. We've done 4. This will be 5. This will be 6. The 6th site now, and we haven't actually lost anything. We came close in the last one. Now we had like 20 seconds left to get out. But this one, we're doing a lot better. You need 20 seconds for the jump gate. You might die. Pod 2. CCP will say fuck you. Okay, thank you, Paul. So yes, that like 20 seconds. I counted about 15 to 20 seconds in the last room to get actually out. Does count towards basically the time, so you need at least 20 seconds left to get out. Right, these are all drones. Brilliant. And we actually have a drone suppressor here, so this is going to be a really, really pish room to do. Just move towards this thing and the drones basically will take them out. Obviously you can fire at them as well, so we'll just start doing that now. There's 2 of these. Sometimes there's 2 of these and you can actually get them in between both and they'll take like doubly damage, which is nice. I can even get mine out for a little bit, couldn't I? Just to help take a few of these out. I don't need to go any closer to it. We'll just orbit it from here. Oop, orbit this one. Keeping an eye on my drones here, because obviously they're going to start taking lots and lots of damage. You should have lots of time left at the end of this room. There's 4 caches in here, so we should be able to get them all, hopefully. Ah, I'm not grabbing them. Come here. That's why they're all missing. Miss. That also should not be there, to be honest. It's because I have moved everything around. That should be about there. That should be about there. And there we go. Because I've got to resize my screen for streaming. So messages and stuff get moved about. So lock the rest of these up. Oh, drones. Nearly forgot about you. You get back here. There we go. We'll send out. That was thermal, wasn't it? Yeah, thermal's best to use against the drones. But obviously these will still do damage to them. So we'll send them out. This one next. Good ideally keep moving towards this to keep them in range of this thing. The further away you go, I think the less damage you take. So ideally we want to be like sitting right next to it at naught. Again, I'm forgetting to bloody web things down. There you go, got that one. Oh, dribbling nose. Come back, you're taking an excessive amount of damage. Yeah, we're gonna have lots of time after this one. 5 minutes left as of right now. I'm actually gonna start moving towards these and be greedy. Yeah, drones, you've taken them outside of my range now, so come back. This one should quickly start approaching me. Which one's heading towards that one? There we go. A few shots on him should do it. Job done. This is the third room, isn't it, guys? Don't tell me I'm getting this wrong again. This is definitely the third room. Pretty sure it's the third room. Yeah, because the first room I took 2 caches. The second one I decided to get... What did I do there? Ah! Second room I decided against it in case the third room was busy. So yeah, this is the third room now. So we'll just start... maybe get an overheat or 2 on this thing just to actually get us to that furthest one quicker. In fact, we get the explosive drones out. They're actually the fastest moving, so we can blow this up to make sure there is actually loot in it, because there's nothing more depressing than bursting all the way over there to find out it's actually empty, and we're going to have to go all the way to it. Right, actually right next to another one as well. Drones, take that one out when you're done. Yeah, see, that was empty, so it was a good job we didn't have to go all the way over there. They'll now turn around and come back to this one. Not going to be empty now, yeah. Saw you, CCP. You knew. You're watching. They're watching right now. They're like, hey, he's missed all the caches out. He's going to get the last ones. Just empty them. Yeah, you don't mind. Just empty them out. We'll teach him for trying to rush through. Alright, so that one. And there's one last one over there. And we still have 4 minutes left. Absolutely naff all in that one. Jones, where are you going? Why have they gone off that way? No! You see that? Look, they've gone off to go and attack the thing that's killing all the drones. That's a bit silly, drones. Oh, it's sending overheat off on this, actually. I forgot it was even on. There we go. It's just burning everything out. Alright, explosive drones. Go get this one now, okay? This one. Go, 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 go. Get your drones in. I know they just seem to leg it around, don't they, the drones? I do forget them out from time to time, but yeah, generally I usually keep a close eye on the little beggars. No, don't turn that off. I wanted that on. I just wanted to get my drones back. How long is this streaming going for now then? 3 hours? I reckon we can try a level 4, can't we? Don't even need to worry about overheat now. I've got 3 minutes left to get from here to 10 kilometers away over there. Not bad, that one. Lots of filaments in that one. I know I blow it that way. It just bounces straight off the wall and comes back. There's a wall literally just to the left of me with a big window, and there's an empty room that way. I still blow it that way and it just all comes back. Reload Inferno. So how much did we get from that? 17 mil. It's not mega brilliant, but hey, we're doing them. If you were to keep doing them over and over again for a little while, you'll get used to it. You'll be able to get all the loot from them. Alright, anyone waiting here for us? Nope. Oh, there's any meeting system. I'm not big enough yet to be stream sniped, I don't think. Right, give me a sec while I catch up to what everyone's been talking about here in Corp. I finally made my first cruiser. He went for the rupture. Alright, so he's obviously an industry guy making things. Station organization is making my head hurt. Deal with that at some point. Buy some station containers for the love. Oh, Tiger. Okay, you must be. I forget your name, but you are watching, aren't you? Because you said that in here. That's what you meant by containers. Okay. Password, personal pay. Don't need to use passwords. All right, yeah. Okay, okie dokie. Right, let's stock up then. Sorry, Tiger. I tend not to pay too much attention to the chat in the game when I'm streaming. Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah, we could trade in our NOS in the highs here since we don't seem to be using it for a tractor beam. Although, to be honest, we're quite lucky. We've not really been neutered by anything, I think, in the whole, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in the whole 6 sites we've done, we've only been neutered once by 2 frigates in the same room, which aren't really much. And, I think, what, 1 drone in another room was neutered us, and that was it. So wait until we actually get into a room where you've got 3 or 4 cruisers, Nunia. Then the NOS kind of comes in handy. Hello, Blindside. Thank you for the huge thumbs up. Straight back at you, matey. Oh, it's you. Okay, Blindside is Tiger. Okay, I don't know that. I don't know you use 2 different names. Unless you literally say, hey, it's me, Tiger. I don't know who you are. God, everyone's an idiot but me. I'm only messing with me. Right, so what are we doing here? We need to first off repair everything back up again. I always select all because I can't be able to find my ship, although it's actually right there. Repair all. Do you know what I should do? Do you know what I really should do? Since we're getting close now to only just completing the rooms, is I should maybe actually... Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I was about to say it's not there, but it is there. So I should maybe actually insure this ship. Not that you get that much for it. But I think the basics, I did lose one of these, the basic non-insurance payout's like 30 mil. I would much rather have 80 mil. So give me that. Alright, so if we do lose it, yes, we've lost out an awful lot, but at least I get something. So we've got lots of these books now. I call them books. I know they're scripts or what, surveys is it they call them. How many of them have we got now? We've got lots, haven't we? 280. Whee! That's going to be worth enough all. Wow, why is the 5mm one worth less? Decayed. Why worth less? Or more, sorry, than the 500 one? That's a bit weird. But okay. Yeah, don't need to go for that, do we? I should have actually put all this stuff in a container so we would know how much we made all together. But I'm not that clever. Right, so I'm going to go for one more, guys. I know I said I'll keep going to the end, but these are 20 minutes ago, and we've already done 6 of them. And, well, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. How many sites is there? Is it 6 or 5? 5. There's another 4 to go, so that's... My maths is not that good. 1... Another hour and a half, 2 hours. Oh, I could stay, actually, couldn't we? We'll see. See how I feel. Might do 1, then leave you hanging until next week, and I'll do the other one. Right, so we've just done 3. So we're on 4 now. Oh, and we're going yellow. So I think these make us suspect, and I might be wrong, but I think we need to move system as well. I don't think you can activate these in high sec. Does anyone know? Can I activate these in high sec? Or do I need to now move to like a wormhole or, well, can't no wormhole because I haven't got a scanner. Raging. Oh, chaotic or raging? Yeah, it is raging, isn't it? It's level 4. Alright, let's take that out, shall we? One of them. How are we doing for ammunition? We've still got lots of ammunition in here. 4,000, 4,000, 2,000. Should be okay with 2,000. I can't imagine we'll use more than 2,000 missile. I can always grab an extra 1,000, can't I? Where are they? Burner Rage. Maybe just another 1,000 of them. So we use them quite a lot. What I will do actually is I will drop the javelins. If that's pointless, the whole stack's worth half a mil. What are you? Whole stack's worth half a mil. Whole stack's worth half a mil. Yeah, so I was going to say, I'll save some money in case we do die and take some of them out, but they're worth pennies. Yeah, so do I need to be in low tech for these things? We can always just go to our normal save, couldn't we, and see if they actually activate. See how we get on. Alright, so everything's already paired up. We've got ammunition. We have our safe. We've got how many people in local? No one in local. I'm pretty sure these are yellow because we're going to come out suspect. So when we come out suspect, obviously, we need to wait for the 30 seconds because you can't actually dock or tether for 30 seconds once you come out. I think it's 30 seconds. Yeah, so wait for the 30 seconds to come up and then jump in station and probably wait like... Well, if there's no one in system, we can just come straight back out, to be honest, and do it again. But yeah, if there's people about, if we come out and there's like 6 people here, then we might need to just dock up and wait. Because it wouldn't be hard for them to realise that once I go out of the system and a flipping Abyssal tear thing opens up in space, that's where I've gone. Right, so here we are once again. A quick, get me confidence up with me confidence juice. You don't go suspect anymore, they changed it. Oh, okay. So can I still use these in high sec? Well, we'll soon find out, won't we? Well, that's a bit rubbish, actually. I didn't think it would change it so you don't go suspect. It kind of made sense that the higher ones you would. Because that brought the extra risk of having to find somewhere quiet to do them. So Rabbit's saying that you don't go suspect anymore. You repair the drones. Yes. Yes, I did. Rabbit's saying you don't go suspect no more, which is great. But I think that kind of takes away a little bit of the edge. So let's just see if we can use this. We can still use it for fleets. At the beginning, someone said, can we use all of these with fleets? Turned out up to level 4 so far, you can. This is going to tell us anything new. Cruiser side ship. Deploy. Trace costly filaments. Yeah. Frigate size. Yep. It's 4. And is racked by raging environmental effects. I think that just means that the dogmat is going to be even more effective. But to us, it's working on our benefits for both. Because tracking doesn't affect us, but it does affect them. And speed, obviously, the more speed, the better. So let's activate this thing and jump on in and see if we can blow up some more stuff. Crack pipe. Crack pipe! Yep, so Messi is saying, or Mr. Leper Messi, sorry if I'm butchering your name, I know I probably am. Is saying that, yeah, they've got rid of that now. You do not go suspect, which is very, very handy. Right, so in here we have the deviants. Yeah, deviant. And these things seem to be taking damage from... Spin this around actually so we can see. From them things. So let's just head towards these to begin with. They'll be getting repairs actually from these flipping escort ones. We kind of... Oh wait, no, it's the Firewatch. No, Firewatch drains me. These ones repair everyone else, and you're all quite far away, so let's just go for that one. Ah, have I actually activated all these as well? Well, that one I can't, it's too far away. And get them staggered again. I always think staggered is better. Oh wait, this one caught up to me awfully quick, didn't he? Bomf, 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 and bomf. Take him out, please. Yeah, so there's escorts. This is where I was saying on the forums, people were saying, is it better to take out the battleships or going for the escorts, because the escorts are repping them, but if you're quick you might be able to take the battleships out before they get repped up. It was kind of twos and throws. And where are my drones? Why aren't they attacking that thing? That's it, take that out. And then go for this one here and keep it. Oh, where have you gone? Take the escorts out first, I think. And again, I'm just going to try and race through. I might grab one or two of the caches, but I just want to actually get through to the end. I want to be stuck. So I haven't collected all the loot with like 30 seconds to complete the last room. That would not be good. But again, this ship so far seems to be doing pretty well. Right, so I have to pull them back now because they're taking a little bit too much damage and get the explosives out. Bump, flick them over. And again, if you're in the guild, like someone said, you've got lots of different fleets fleets of drones. So you'd literally call those thermals back and get another set of thermals straight out. And you have the bonus of having like... Was it 500 HP, 300 HP bonus, or 300% HP bonus, something like that, 100%? I'm not sure, I don't fly the Giller. But yeah, you get a bonus to their resistances and damage and stuff like that, so they are obviously more effective. No really point webbing one of these, don't think I'm getting too much of a difference, but we can. Ah, these are actually repairing each other as well, which is Just awesome. Didn't know they did that. But we're slowly taking them down. Oh wait, actually flick this back to the rage. Just realised I'm thinking I'm not doing much damage to him there. Using me long range ammunition, not me high damage stuff. So we'll flick that back. I want to get them back. I ideally want my thermals out because they're going to be doing the most damage to these things. Get that out. No non-explosive, sorry. Thermal. Get my thermals back onto it. There we go. We should be doing some decent damage to him now. Here we are, 413s instead of like nothings. So there's no real threat here of me dying, to be honest. If you look, I'm taking like no damage whatsoever. But it's taking them a long time. So as I said, it's usually when it comes down to these, it's usually drones. I'm watching me drones, Rabbit, don't you worry. But yeah, it's usually time I run out of. I usually get to the end and find I've run out of time. I'm like, ugh, if I didn't go for that like cash, which was ages away, I'd be fine. In fact, these are battleships. Can I actually newt any or not anything from these things? Not that I need it because I'm cap stable. But yeah, see, from these I can actually nos them. If I was getting neutered at the same time by quite a few things. Yeah, I could get me cap back as well. Now these are going to take an absolute lifetime on these. It's almost like my DPS is not high enough for these. Get the explosives back out. They're just in range, aren't they, of that pillar up there. Once one of these goes down, the other one should go down well easy, because like I said, it looks like they're repping each other, or at least they were. It looks like they might have gone out of range now. They were. There was definitely something between them. Yeah, they've lost their reps now. Start going towards this one here. Get the drone straight onto it. What's my range on these again? 17. And yes, I'm losing shield penalty boosts, but I'm gonna say so are they, but they haven't got any shields. They just have like armor and I'm presuming that's armor and structure. Yeah, armor and structure. Too pro for shields, these guys. Right, we'll just web him down because we can. We're cap stable anyway. Might help a little bit, although battleships don't exactly move very fast. Use the drones, yeah. Also, don't worry, the damage will come. Yeah, I'm not. Don't get me wrong, I'm not sitting here thinking, oh yeah, this is going to be well easy. We're at a level 4 now, so it's like one of the higher ones. So we're going to jump into a room and we're going to end up with like millions of the swarmy drones around us, which again, you don't need to kill. As long as you kill like the mothership controlling them, you're fine. Which I didn't know. Usually when I run out of time, because I'm killing all those little drones things, I've got to blow them up. Because obviously they're the first things on you. Yeah, these are definitely taking a lot of time off me. What are we up to now? You guys again can't see, but up to 14.5 minutes. Oh, Nicholas, you managed to have everyone turned off in chat. Must have thought you were all alone. Watching the only lonely streamer streaming to himself and you. Dribbling nose. Like I said, I've got a bit of a cold, guys. I'm pretty much over it now. But my brain's still a little bit all over the place. Just like from being tired and drained. And slight dribbly nose and dry mouth. But we're doing well. Excuse me. Right, so looking at the time, I think... Wow, we've used the whole rack here. I think this is going to be the last site we're going to run. I'll have to pick it up maybe tomorrow. I don't want to leave it too long, obviously, because, well, I want to get it done. But, yeah, I mean, the stream's been going on for a long time now. For me, in real life, it is 12:30. I've got kids to get up with in the morning, so not ideal for me to be staying up to like 3 o'clock streaming. Alright, so there's that one down. We've got the nearest one's 37 away. Alright, let's get a little bit of overheat on that and move towards it. Boop. Reload these as well, to remember. Drones, actually, you can go straight to that. Valkyries are one of the faster drones, the Minmatar. Each drone kind of picks up some benefits from like its original race. So Valkyries being Minmatar kind of based, they have the most speed about them, which is nice. They come in handy. Anything in that? Please say something in that one, 'cause I'm not going any further. Yes, perfect. Go, 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 go. And overheat off. I do not want the overheat to go too high. We are not losing that in the first room. We are up to 12 minutes. We're nearly halfway through. Those battleships took an absolute chunky amount of time off us. And all we got for that is like 38 of them things, which I'll take. I'll take them. Go, 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 go. Come on, ship, turn around. I'm going to get a little burst. Yeah, turn over it on again to go back. Maybe that was a mistake going for that one. Yeah, let's get one round of overheat on that. Yeah, it probably made no sense. I was like just chatting away to people and you're like, there's no one here. What are you talking about? Right, what have we got here? Vedmak, right, so I want straight over these all. Yeah, these are all Damavix, right? So I want to go for the Nova Rage. What else have we got? How fast on the combat? We got a 1 drone suppressor. These things are already on top of us, so let's start locking these up. Ideally I want the Vedmax, but since none of them are kind of in range yet. Oh, we've got some drones with us. Alright, let's start moving towards this thing here then. Go. That one. There, yeah. That one. Lock them up, lock them up. Start blasting away at them. And explosive out. That Vedmak actually is right on top of me now. I want him out next. I'm being neutered by 3 of these. So maybe it's worth taking them out as well. Got a lot of DPS coming our way now. Where are they? Where are they? These ones. I haven't even got them locked up actually. I've got that one locked up. Go for that. He's new to me. I don't like that. Take him out. That one's Newton as well. After that will be this one. Very cautious of my capacitor. Mainly because I have died in the past from being neutered out. So I really do not want that to happen again. We'll take this out and then we'll recall drones to get the aggression back onto us. We're still actually, even though our capacity is like below half, we're still actually draining nothing from this Vedmak here, which just shows like, you know, actually a little bit how useless these things. In fact, I don't keep moving towards that because we're inside a blue cloud as well now, aren't we? Perfect. We can, however, still web him down, get the thermal drones out, and start blasting away at him. Taking a little bit more damage here, but still nothing hugely critical. We'll take this Vedmak out. I'll take the biggest thing in here. The rest is all quite small and tiny and all actually orbiting us, which is nice. Not so much going for the drones. The only thing attacking the drones is this deviant Majiki Bobby here. Right, down, there you go, down, there you go. I want this Damavik thing next. So we're going to leave the drones like, as long as I can. We'll take the Damavik ships out, or the Triglavian ships out, because, well, these will eventually die over time anyway, due to being inside this thing. Same as what my drones are doing now. Right, so I'm just going to start orbiting 2 webs on him. How are the thermals doing? You're battered. You are not. Oh, you go. What else we got? Damavik, 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 Damavik. We're actually being webbed, which is kind of causing us some problems, and speed is obviously our friend here at the moment. But we'll live. Everyone should now, since we're well inside here, everyone's getting a 300 signature penalty. So our rockets, missiles, heavy assault missiles, that's the one, should be doing tons of damage to absolutely everything here. Keep up on this one. This is room number 2, isn't it? Yeah. Room number 2, and we're up to 8 minutes now, so we're just going to have to bail straight out of this one, I think, unless there's something right on the gate. Which sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. Lots of Damavix. Let's keep on top of these. We should start seeing those drones popping themselves any time now, I think. My drones are also starting to take a bit of a beating. Let's get them back. Get the thermal out. This one next. Damavik. And everything else is drones, so it's good to know. Because definitely my DPS is a little bit... We're right on top of this thing, aren't we? They should be taking full damage, these drones here. Which also means my drones are taking full damage. But my drones are elite. They were bred by me, trained by me. They are the creme de la creme of the drone community. The vain of all capsuleers, besides myself, because I actually have them. Right, you are done. In you come. Right, we've got these to take out now. These are pretty much dead, but let's just get our missiles on them anyway. Explosive drones, you can come out. You can actually... We'll start splitting fire a little bit since these are, like I said, almost gone. Or you can just do whatever you want, drones. That's fine as well. I'm actually going to start moving towards this gate. There we go. Everything's dead. Come on back. Right. So let's have a look. Where are these in relation to the gates? Are we passing one? We're passing one. Right. Lock that up. Start heading towards that. Let's get the explosive drones out because they have the most range or most speed. Go pop that for me. Let's go see what's inside it, please. Let's get a little bit of, there we go, overload off on that. Let's go grab that. Again, it's not about the loot. I kind of just want to survive. So this last room, it looks like we're just going to be kind of hitting and running. We'll be hovering or orbiting the gate. And yeah, just hoping we get out alive, I think. Because we are down to 6.5 minutes now. Alright, so... I know it needs to be within 2,500 meters. I was just right next to it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on! There we go. 36 mil. I'll take that. Thank you. I'm quite happy now if we... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Flippin' heck. You see how close that was then? Oof. Ooh. How did I forget that was overloaded? Oof. Anyway, yeah, we've got 42 mil. Right, so we just want to get out now. I'm going to go straight to the gates, orbit the gates. Everything can come to us. Where is the gate? There is the gate. Hopefully it's got that battleship sitting on top of it. Please. Yes, that's over there. Let's go. Right, overmind, drones, lovely. Lots of short range deviant things here. Let's just start locking these things up, shall we, as they come in. Nothing seems to be coming towards us though. Tempted to give one more cycle of overheat on this, but I think I might just leave it for now. Let's get the thermal drones out. Take that one out there. I'm still heading straight towards this overlord thing. So what have we got? Is anything actually repping here? Doesn't look like it. Drones, come on, go get him. He'll be outside of range soon because I'm moving away from him. There we go. Now I want you on this thing here. Webs on that thing. Right, I'm keeping an eye out now for anything that looks like it might be a weapon. We have not. We've got these two target painting me though. I mean, then again, the damage is minute. So we're not taking that much damage. So the fact that I'm being target painted is not really hurting me at all. So we'll just stick on the overmind. I want the overmind down. We've got that one. Cash looks like it's right on top of the gate, so we might be able to get another set of loot out. But let's just focus on surviving. We've got 5 minutes. Might be pushing it for time on this one, but we'll see. It depends how fast this thing goes down. And I should be orbiting him a lot closer than 6,000. Ah, okay, so he is being repped by whatever this is. Okay, so the Tesla ones are repping. Fuck, that's... excuse my language, that's all of them basically. Alright, cancel that, cancel that, cancel that. Take these out. Alright, we're really going to be pushing it for time this time. Take this out. At least these are going down quick enough. This one next. And yeah, you think level 4 might be the end of us? It looks like it, doesn't it? We've got 3 minutes. We're near enough on top of the gate. As long as we keep our head, we might just be able to. In fact, there's one there. Flipping, I forgot to even lock up. Yeah, another one there. Go get that one. on, he's within 10. He's within 10, he's within 8. This one. Alright, let's get back on top of this thing. How long have we got? 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes, and it's going to be an absolute run to that gate. Reload Infernal Rage. That's a pain I have to reload, but needs to be done. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I don't think we're going to take this one out fast enough. We just lost too much time. My DPS is not quite high enough. Got 1 minute, 50 seconds left. And even after that, we've got to run 30 Ks to the gate. But what did we actually get if we did actually manage to get out of here? We managed to get like 1 or 2 crashes, didn't we? 40 mil. It's alright, isn't it? $130. Oh, what am I doing? It's flipping overheat everything. Go, go, go. Ever news to anything? Oh, just range. That's a bit poop. I got a minute. Missile range with the Nova is, or the Rage, sorry, 17 kilometers. Overheat weapons. Yeah, I've just seen that. I should have done that to begin with. Overheat weapons. I always forget to overheat. 40 seconds. We have not made this one. But that's 1 ship down, and I'll probably end the stream after this one. We'll carry on with the 2nd ship tomorrow. I might even just go for a little bit more DPS on the 2nd ship. See how we get on. The pain with this now, though, is it's going to blow me up, and I've got to sit here and wait while my pod self-destructs, which is a... So you think it'll just blow your pod up as well, to be honest. Unless they change that. 19 seconds. Maybe if I didn't spend that little bit of time just going for that flipping other little crate of loot, would have an extra 20 seconds here, but I don't think that would have helped either, to be honest. Oh, I've even bet my guns out. Look at that. There we go. Yeah, definitely dead now. Well, we're dead like a minute ago, weren't we? And there we go. Done. There's 1 ship down, and then... Oh, and it's podded me. Didn't do that last time I died. I had to just flipping self-destruct my pod, which was an absolute nightmare. Don't overheat web, you lose afterburner. Drop the loot. Dropping the loot doesn't do much. It's not like I can warp to it. It's inside the sites I can't get back into. Right, so there is 1 ship down. Let's just have a quick look at the mail over here. Clone activated. Yes. Insurance. Yes, we got some insurance paid out. So there it is. It's only valued at 200 mil now, which is nice of it. So we have another one of these. I might swap out the ballistic control system, I think, for extra damage. For actual damage incoming, we seem to do perfectly fine, so I didn't really suffer too much. Shame we lost all this. I mean, that was 40 mil. It'd be nice to keep. So I'm going to have to buy... Ooh. If I was to carry this on, do I need to now still do 2 level 4s? Or does that count as being... It doesn't count as being done, does it? Alright, so basically I'll be back tomorrow. And we'll carry it on from there. My mouse is stuck in the game. How strange. Oh, there we go. Now I can go outside. We'll carry it on from there. So, yeah, more DPS, I think. If we had more DPS, I think we might have had that. What do you guys think? So it won't chop. Okay, I don't really care too much about my kill mails, to be honest, rabbits. I've got 1.9 bill-ish, I think, losses. But like 7.9 bill kills, so I'm in the pluses, I'm fine. Running out of time, always pod you. Only got to do it yourself if you're killed. If you're killed by the rats. Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, I was killed by the NPCs. That time I died, I got neutered out and killed, and I was stuck in my pod. I was like, come on, kill me pod, let me out of my misery. Yeah, so back tomorrow. I wasn't going to stream tomorrow, but now I'm going to have to because we've got to finish this. I didn't realise it would take so long, to be honest. So they're thinking about it. They take 20, or you've got 20 minutes each for them. There's 5 of them all together. That's like, what? What's 5 times 20? 1 hour, 2 hours. It's for 4 hours? Yeah, I should have known it would say 3-4 hours. But, yeah, there we go. So, can't leave myself, actually. Ah! I'm not even in the right system. Not far away, like. I'm going to leave it there, guys. If you did like this video, then please hit that like button down below, even though it wasn't a video, it was a stream. Hit that like button down below. Do streams even have like buttons? I'm going to say yes. Hit the like button down below if you like this stream. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for this fit. I'm thinking more DPS, so I'm going to see if I can get better, much better ballistic control systems, I think. 2 webs, they seem to work quite well. Without the 2 webs, my drones weren't hitting at all, so I'm definitely going to stick with 2 webs, I think, unless you give me a good reason again in the comments of why I shouldn't do that. Hit the subscribe button if you've not already, and hit the bell so you get awesome new notifications when I'm live streaming and doing all sorts of cool things. And other than that, I'll see you right here very soon in another video. Bye-bye! Just have a look over as well, you all start talking again. You had afterburner at 85% burned out. Meds, webs, your damage afterburner too. Alright, yeah. Okay. See you later, guys. Thanks for watching. So glad we're getting up in numbers now. And I'll see you tomorrow. Where's my button? There's my button. Chat.